Welcome back to Man Down Sports, man. Full panel Fridays. You can see we got some famous people in here, man. Some we got the champion of the Man Down Pick'em League, Jay Ramon Coltrane.
Wow, that is insane. Hold on, bro. Nah, I'm not. Wow. Hold on, bro. That was insane. That was insane. That okay. Well, I'm gonna let you rock, man. Go ahead.
Who? You didn't like that one?
We got who? He rolled that R like that. Like why he roll that R like that?
Oh man, that's too funny, man. Yeah, but we up in here, man. Britne from Sideline.
I guess I'll be J. Ramon today.
Exactly. And my homeboy Bruce, man, from the Format Podcast, man. We
hashtag
rolling. Hashtag Format Podcast.
You know it.
Eric's not here, Corey's not here, Chris not here, Dominique's not here, but I think we'll definitely have Chris and Corey back next week, and then Eric and Dominique we working on that. They got some scheduling conflicts. So other than that, man, we ready to rock and roll, man. How y'all been?
Man, good. Been good. Interesting time in sports, interesting time in the world. I'm just watching. I'm just watching.
It's definitely interesting time in the world. Yeah,
I don't even know if I don't even know why I said that, because
this is a sports channel, bro.
Yeah, you know,
sports and politics often intersect, but you know,
I wish I had another channel for politics for real.
Man, I don't.
Nah.
Marcus Hype, man. Shout out, man. Hey, with that last name, you had to like Flavor Flav.
Yeah, boy.
Or Split Star.
Bruce, what up, Bruce? Good to see you.
Or old buddy from St. Lunatics with the mask who never said that.
Or Shannon Sharp.
Now, it wasn't Murphy Lee.
Shannon Sharp.
So what was old buddy name with the mask from St. Lunatics? That was your favorite.
I don't know what his name was, but I know who you're talking about. I never heard his voice before.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, he was an ass guy. You never heard his voice. He wasn't
I never heard him speak.
All right, man. Let's get into it. We did get a super chat real early, man. So I appreciate that from Granny. $10 super chat. Can he just retire? I'm so tired of him. Man, we're gonna get into that. Oh my god, we're gonna get into that.
All right.
Also, we did get new members as well. Lakers Nation. Thank you for being a member. He joined yesterday. Mikey Brass, Cliff Hill joined yesterday. Thank you for being a member, brother. Zeno Omega, Simply 510, Michael Young, Big Al Master Chief, Savon Arnold, the Joker 687, Malachi Israel, Scott Merriweather, Ashley H. Is Not That Serious, Keith Brazil, Big T, James Reed, Demetrius Day, Taco Master, Cedric Franklin, E. King, Steve Calver, Unspoken Voices, Taco Master, Ryan Waters, WW, Shay J, R. Bing, Jeffrey Gow, Shot Rider West Side of 23, and Wizman Ballin. As always, we appreciate y'all, man. And y'all already seen me kind of showcase some of the new equipment, man, that is possible because y'all are donating and being paid members and all that stuff, man. That stuff actually don't go unnoticed, and we use the money to make the show better, man. So I appreciate all that.
You know what? Right on the spot. I think sometime during the course of the week, man, we need to do a drawing like for 3 people and give them a custom Man Down shirt. Yeah,
that's love right there.
They probably want that Luka.
Either the Luka Vandross, or Will Clapp.
Will Clapp might be the one. Will Clapp might.
So that's your iPhone?
Is that my iPhone? Where?
Logging in from Patreon. The Patreon.
Oh yeah. Okay. That is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, look, he said that. I'm like, what the heck?
I'm like, do you see one? I started looking on the screen. Like,
shout out, kudos.
Yusuf, thank you, brother. Man, I love the super chats and the memberships and the cash outs, man. Because
hold on, here we go.
I need another one of these cameras, man. We need 2 more of these cameras. We got one.
Mm-hmm.
We need 2 more, man. I think we can get another one in the next month or 2, maybe.
Send me the exact camera, like the stock picture, like online or something, Mel, for that camera.
Don't waste your time.
Don't.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Wow. He not gonna
I'm
send
gonna
it.
I'm gonna tell you no. I'm telling Mel not to waste his time. He gonna send you the exact picture, and Zoe gonna come back with something similar and be like, "Yo, this it right here."
No, that's why the reason why I'm asking for the picture is so I don't do that. Because I know that's the Sony in the front, right, Mel?
Yeah, that's the Sony in the front.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and this, you know what? I'm sorry. We're not using this no more. This is a Logitech webcam. No, it's not. I'm sorry. No, this is a Sony Handycam. This is 8 years old. I got this from Guam.
Okay.
Right. I just got that to play around with a different angle. But that camera's not good at all. Right. Not good at all. Now, this is the Canon money shot. This is the Canon.
The name of that. That's the name.
Yeah, this is the money shot. Now, this is not a bad one, but it's a little older than the Sony as well. And I can't put the settings to make it look as good as the Sony, and then it keeps autofocus. And I don't know if you see that square that just came in. It keeps trying to autofocus, man. So this one's not that good, right? And this is a webcam. It's obviously lagging. That's not. I can't use webcams no more. But it don't look bad, but it's lagging, right? So it's not really compatible with this new equipment. And then here's the new equipment. There's that's the baby right there, right? So that's my baby right there, man. But this camera right here, I need 2 more, right? That's for the studio. Yep. All right, man. Episode is brought to you by Underdog, y'all. I hope y'all been playing Underdog, but if you have not and you've never played, here's a good time. Here's a word from Underdog. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy in their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player, or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code Man Down Sports and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Plus, now that it's football season, you can follow Man Down Sports as we reveal our favorite picks from week to week. Like I said before, pick your favorite player, pick higher or lower, choose your dollar amount, and win some money. It's just that easy. Make picks, win money. We also want to thank Underdog Fantasy for partnering with us, and we want to thank you for helping the channel out by using Man Down Sports on Underdog Fantasy. All right, before we get into it, before we get into this first topic, even though it's basketball season, I see Britne have on a football jersey.
She does.
Oh, we about to talk about this now.
People in the chat.
Unless you wanted to get swallowed up by all the other topics.
Whoa.
Oh, we back.
Well, before you say anything, Britne, first of all,
swallowed up.
Go put on the No Diddy shirt.
Let me say congratulations to your team and to you.
Oh my God.
A masterful game plan and victory. That's it. That's all I got.
You know what, Jay? I appreciate you. I really do. But if I told you so, can't go but so far, I'm gonna throw it as I possibly can, because I told you so. No, I'm not gonna rub you but so much.
I'm about to mute up. Go ahead, Britt.
We sat here on this show, and people have told me the Eagles are trash. The Eagles can't do it. Jalen can't throw. The defense is not what it is. And I sat here and ate it and been quiet the whole entire time. And now we the champs, and we beat the so-called greatest of all time. Oh yes, I will gladly put my crown on my head today.
Wow, that's how you do it. Okay,
but no, it was a good game though. It was a good game.
It really wasn't.
Wow.
What she mean to say? It was a good game for Philly.
It was a good game for Philly.
It was a good game. It was a BTA belt too. I don't want to say the word. It was a pure down total domination. My goodness. But respect to KC. You know, I don't hate on KC. Andy's still my guy, but that was a bad loss.
Listen, guys, people act like it's the end of it's not. It's not the end of the world.
Is it the end of the
It is
dynasty?
for Nick, right, though?
Talk? Let me ask you that, Jay, real quick before we get into NBA. Is it
not
the end of the
only
dynasty?
not only is it not the end of the dynasty, you can book us in the Super Bowl this year again. Go ahead and book it.
Nah, I wouldn't book that, man. AFC too tough. You can't book that.
The AFC is too tough. It wasn't the AFC that whooped our ass. It was Philly.
No. I understand that, but getting through you act like getting through the AFC is a cakewalk, man. That's not the NFC, bro.
We've done it 5 times. We've done it 5 times in 6 years, 7 years. No, 5 times in 6 years. We've made the big dance. Listen, guys, nothing that you've seen should worry you. We're gonna fix the offensive line. Those tackles, man. Put them on the next. Pack them up. Put them on the last train to Paris. Pack them the fuck up. Get them up out there, and then everything else will figure itself out. You gotta know. You have to know this. Mr. Mahomes, Mr. Reed, and company, they will go scorched earth this year. That's it. And listen, Philly may be back. Philly may be back. I don't think Philly's a one-trick pony. Philly, we'll see y'all again. I'm not sad about it. You know what I mean? It's a well-deserved win. Y'all had the perfect game plan.
You gotta break the tie. You gotta break the tie.
May as well.
Yeah, I like the way y'all talking. I like that. I would be talking like that too if my team was confident.
Somebody got to break that tie. No, I give kudos to KC. They got there again with look at what their team went through. You have to give kudos to them.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry, Britne. Hey, put Gio on the screen right quick. Counting appearances. First of all, the NBA and the NFL is totally different.
It is.
It means something to get to the big day. It means something. Number 2, let's not count appearances. Let's count 3 actual wins in the past 6 years. So, and while you counting that, count Cho. Cho ass up. Your team is probably the Cowboys. You probably like the Cowboys.
Jay, it's funny you said that because I was hoping Corey was here. Corey's absent all of a sudden talking some mess.
He said he's gonna be in the chat, so
I ain't gonna make
he ducking. He ducking and dodging my mom's.
Ducking because
not paying his rent.
Crap too.
All right, man. Let's get popping with this this first topic, y'all. And look, and the crazy thing about this, man, is right when I was getting everything done for the show, LeBron James came out with a bunch of tweets, kind of backing up what he said initially, right? So I'll play what he said, and then I read these tweets as well. I wanted to put them on screen, but y'all got to bear with my reading skills, right? But let's get here and started. I'll introduce this soundbite that I'm about to play, and it's I don't know if y'all noticed, but the trend of the players and some former players trying to push back at the media is picking up steam. It reminds me of the we done with the 90s trend that was earlier this year or late last year, where everybody was kind of picking up on that steam and people was jumping on the bandwagon. Now it's players kind of push back. It's other content creators pushing back, saying the medias need to stop critiquing the NBA. Right. So Channing Frye chimed in. He said something that went viral. And now LeBron is kind of backing up what Channing Frye said. And he's trying to bunch in the fact that Anthony Edwards said a week ago that he didn't want to be the face of the league. It was Wemby. He said, no, that's the face. But Wemby's the face. What? Don't put that on me. LeBron's trying to mash in what Channing Frye said and what Anthony Edwards said. Like everyone is annoyed by the current media. So this is what he was saying post game after they beat the T-Wolves. They asked him about Edwards not wanting to be the face, and this was his response.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but like, I don't know why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody. have that responsibility. It's just weird. It's weird energy from the people that I don't know. But Channing, he said it. He said it perfectly. He couldn't say it no better. But Ant said he don't want it. Obviously I didn't ask for it. But I knew there was a responsibility for me, not only to my family, my friends, my community, and whoever that was going to follow my journey throughout my career. Not only in Ohio when I started there, but all over America and all over the world when I traveled all over the world. So I've always taken that seriously and understood from the beginning what being a professional was all about and being a role model was all about. So try to hold that with the utmost respect and honor. But I feel and I understand. I completely understand. This is weird energy when it comes to that. So, I mean,
make some sense out of that, y'all. Like the whole ordeal. Channing Frye, everyone else that keeps saying the media need to shut up, stop critiquing us, stop telling us that our product is bad, stop comparing us to the greats, all this stuff. And now nobody wants to be the face of the league because the media is so mean. What's y'all thoughts on that?
Somebody got to start it. Somebody got to.
I'll start it. All right. So I think it's a bunch of BS, right? So let's say I'm in school, or let's say you're a parent. You have a kid that's in school, right? And your kid, is capable of bringing home all A's, and your kid brings home C's and D's on the report card, right? Are you wrong for getting on your kid for bringing home a subpar report card, right?
Nope.
Okay, just checking, right? So they can do better, right? You know the ability is there, and you love them, and you want them to do what they're capable of doing, but you're wrong for critiquing them, which is essentially what's happening here, right? So you have the media, and I'm a member of the media. I get it. We're all members of the media in different capacities. I get it. And I understand to an extent why a lot of the players are complaining now, saying, hey, the media is just putting a negative face on it. So instead of whining and complaining about it, what would be the better thing to do? How about go out, be more competitive, put a better product on the floor, and remove their ability to complain about what you're doing? This seems like a very simple answer to me, instead of just getting out here whining and complaining. Secondly, I'll just say this and then I'll move on, let everybody else get a chance. Channing Frye got to be on the take, man. The way he was talking, I'm like, okay.
He on the KIA, the Clutch Intelligence Agency.
That's a fact. Come on, KIA. Man. You know the check just got there right before he turned on the camera for that.
Gil's on first. He was on First Take this morning. I haven't even had the guts to turn it on and hear what he said. I don't even want that much glaze on this Friday. I really don't.
Well, Dreamers Pro just did a show a couple hours ago talking about how Gil got into it because with Swaggy P, because Swaggy P was saying something and he brought up LeBron, and Gil immediately jumped up. Why you got to bring up Bron? Why you got to bring up Bron? He's like, yo, why you always got to defend Bron? So that's what it is, man. These guys are all on the payroll.
Yeah, they are. He don't like y'all. Y'all not gonna get a job when he get the Vegas team. He's not, man. All these people's like, man, this dude about to own a squad. I want to be the Kurt Rambis of his franchise. Just give me a job.
Just give me a job.
Yeah.
My thing is just it's Bron. He always says something that just makes me cringe, man. Like the lack of awareness and accountability, or maybe it's elite awareness, and exactly what the narrative that you're trying to paint. It's either one or the other. Because you lumped yourself into a question that they asked about Ant. I didn't ask to be the face of the league. Man,
which is
nobody asked you now whether you wanted to be the face of the league. We asked you about somebody else in Minnesota about a specific thing that happened. You turned it into what you wanted it to turn into. Same with Channing Frye. They all apart. The Clutch Intelligence Agency is active. They active out here. They passing those checks, and the media that you complaining about is what Clutch is more than controlling at this point. So the only reason you complaining is because people are starting to go against that faction of people who are able to influence the media to say what they want to say, even though my eyes ain't never lied to me. You know what I'm saying? So we know exactly what it is, and it's just LeBron being LeBron. He's gonna control the narrative at all costs, and it's no different to me.
You know what I think about the whole thing though. First of all, this made up title of face of the league, like it's some type of it's some type of thing that you actually anoint somebody. You get what I'm saying? Like
pass it down like Brit had the crown.
Yeah, that's not even supposed to exist. Like, you know, it's like one of those things the players are not supposed to be aware of that we talk about in the barbershop. Like the players are not supposed to be aware of it or pretend like they're not aware of it. Like you're not supposed to casually talk about face of the league because it's not a real title. And then the face of the league is always
so close.
The face of the league is always whoever the best player is. Like you can't compete for best of the league. It's whoever the best player is.
It's who the best of the league is.
is either Jordan or Bird and Magic or whoever it was before that, Dr. J. It's gonna be who or Kareem. It's gonna be who the best in the league is. That's the face of the league.
So let me help you guys. LeBron was asked about Ant and what he said about being face of the league. And then Zoe so eloquently said he found a way to throw himself in there. So imagine, right, if somebody came and asked me, "Hey man, who the man? How you feel about Mel being the man of your house?" And you like, wait a minute.
Oh,
you see what he did? You see what he did? He was like, man, don't nobody want it.
Including me, the one who got it. He made it that is unique.
So he can. So you know he understands that he may not, to his peers, he's not the face of the league anymore. However, in his own mind, he was still the face of the league. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they asked him that, he like, the only way that I can save any kind of face. I can't say what I want to say. Of course, Ant don't want to be the face of the league. We just bust his ass. I'm the face of the league. Now, if he says that, everybody be like, LeBron overconfident, he cocky, he need to retire. Like he can't say that and get away with it.
I would have been okay with him saying that because he did just bust his tail. You know what I mean? And to add on to what I said, when your best player is obviously the face of the league, when the best player is obviously the face of the league, it's like you don't have to talk about it. The fact that they're talking about it like they need to look for who's got next lets you know that whoever the face is only the face of the league de facto. Like
we're looking for his replacement,
and not for
right. No. Huh?
I said not for nothing. It's a bigger indictment on the league as a whole that they're using that as a market, some kind of marketing to try to get something. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll start printing up shirts. This guy's the face of the league. Come see the face of the league live in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not. You know what I'm saying? It's a clown show, bro.
It's a side show, bro.
It is a clown show because.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead,
No, go ahead.
Now I was just gonna say we should be the ones anointing who the face of the league should be, not the players, and that's the problem. To me, it's a big time accountability issue. Like Zoe said, it's an awareness issue. They started this mess. You're getting critiqued because this is something y'all started. Honestly, through the pure effort, because of effort. You know, you want to only play one side of the basketball, or sometimes some players don't even want to show up through low management protocols, or that was like some bull crap that was created. I think that started with the Spurs. Did that start with the Spurs, or is that before them? Popovich was like sending his superstars home, and they were fine.
Yeah. He started that.
They could have played. So to me, this is crap that the players started. And now they're getting uptight because now they got to face the brunt of the frustration from the fan base and whoever else. Fix it.
Think about it. You rewarding a basketball player like he what's the kid from Hunter, Travis Hunter, talking about a two-way player. Dude, it ain't no subs in mid-play. You're supposed to be a two-way player.
It's supposed to be.
Like,
right.
Like I never understood that. I think when they first started talking about two-way players, I said that, like, bro, like not every player at one point was a two-way player. Now they just
it
like
was just
being
standard. It was just a player.
Yeah.
Now that's a special title. Yeah.
I get it if you just stank on defense, but at least the effort was there.
Yeah, everybody tried.
Right. But these players don't even want to try to play a little bit of defense. Some do. It's not all of them. But it's like these players don't even want to. They like, you know what? I'm gonna just
even the ones that's trying to play defense. The league has created a league where defense is frowned upon.
Mm-hmm.
Not really frowned upon. It's just not. It's not rewarded or deemed necessary. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you reward people for just being offensive players and, you know, don't nobody talk about defense and stuff like that, then eventually players will go like, man, well, shoot, if this is what y'all want, then I'm just gonna do this.
Yep. But this is why they frowned upon. They've made the rules such that there's no incentive to defend.
So let me ask you guys a question real quick. How can I put any of these players today, long after the retirement? We know how it is with the defense. How can I put any of these players in a top 10 or if any players of being the greatest of all time? If we know and they know what they're doing, they're not playing both ways purposefully. Like they're just not doing it. You can't.
You can't. No.
But you can only because like recency bias. Like we like no disrespect. We don't give a shit about nobody who played in the 50s. We just don't. And in a certain amount of years, that'll be the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And then even further in the future, that'll be.
I don't think so, Jay.
I don't think so. Now 50s, yes, I agree with that. But I think that decade of the 90s until there is someone who could solidify.
Dude, in 22, 27, man, they not gonna give a shit about the 90s. Like
no. This is why I disagree, Jay. This is why I disagree. 50s and 60s, the NBA was a baby product trying to figure it out, right? Once it got to the 80s, it was fully grown. It figured things out, and then when it got to the 90s, it was in its prime. And that's the best we've ever seen. That's the best era we've seen. Right now, their goal or what they were supposed to do was try to sustain what they had in the 90s as long as possible, make some small changes to make it better. But what they did was they made some horrible changes that actually started declining the game and is outside of its prime now and is on a decline. We're always going to look at the 90s as the golden age and say, that was the best basketball we've ever seen in the NBA.
Until you get far from it, man. Like, dude, no matter the sport, ain't nobody talking about the 70s Cowboys, the 70s Pittsburgh Steelers like that. Like, you know, Bradshaw and Mean Joe Green, and that's about it.
No, I know the Steel Curtain. I mean, well, I do, but I know
right.
Exactly. What I'm saying is, yeah, we do, but your little man don't. I don't know which one the oldest. They all start with a J. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to call their middle name on that podcast.
Yeah.
we know these COVID babies are just different. So
yeah.
No, but can we? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
No, back to the whole face of the league thing. Listen. If I get paid X amount of money to do minimal, you can't pay me that same amount of money to do more. You've already told me that minimal is acceptable.
Agreed.
Of course.
So I mean, the problem it's a multi-layered problem. You know what I'm saying?
It is a multi-layered problem, but I just say this.
The solution is simple though.
Right. I'm gonna say this, and then we'll get one more comment, and then we open the phone lines up. Right. This is my point. Right. If you're talking about who the new face of the league is supposed to be, then you're already behind the power curve, like, because you're not supposed to talk about it. Like, that's not supposed to be a discussion. You get what I'm saying? It's supposed to be, first of all, obvious. It's supposed to be something that's not like forced. You know, it's just it's Jordan. That's the face. Oh, when it was Kobe, it's Kobe. I mean, it's Kobe. Right. And it was LeBron, but like I said, with LeBron, he was the face de facto. He was the face because there wasn't no real face here. There was no real leader here. So by default, he was it. I don't think he's a true leader and face of the league. I think that was done after Kobe. It's been nobody.
That's fair.
I can get to some of these super chats though. Mr. Strokes.
Yeah.
What's worse, calling him Mr. Long or Mr. Strokes? I ain't putting both of them.
That works better, I think.
Throw Eddie in front of it. Just say Eddie first.
No,
that is
ridiculous. That's crazy.
Was that from a movie?
Not know.
Eddie Long.
I don't even know if I want to continue to talk about this.
That was so funny.
It was.
Well,
it was some school days. That's what I thought. I thought it was some school days. You raised Kobe up in contrast to Bron. Well, Kobe and Mike are standard, so everyone that want to be compared to greatness are going to be compared to Kobe and Mike. So, yes, I do raise up Kobe in contrast to Bron, but he didn't outdo Bron in the start as high schoolers. I think he did. I think when you look at the numbers, yeah, Kobe was on the bench and LeBron wasn't. Kobe was playing for a playoff team. LeBron wasn't. LeBron was able to go out there and just play with his food the way he wanted to, and Kobe had to do it in a way where he had to make gourmet meals. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, you don't have room for error and mistake because we have a contending team led by Shaq. You got to get in where you fit in as an 18-year-old. Totally different. That doesn't mean that Kobe was not as good as LeBron or better than LeBron at that same age. I think he was better. If you watch his game, he was more complete, more polished, and less raw. LeBron was just a freak athlete, and they gave him the world was his oyster, right? The NBA, but he said LeBron won the war. Give Bron that flex. No, I can't.
What war was this?
The war of statistics as a high schooler and longevity, I guess.
I mean, okay, sure. All right.
Jamal Richard, LeBron couldn't spread the mind the game culture through the NBA like Mamba mentality or be like Mike culture. Yeah. Be like Mike is be like Mike and Mamba.
Right.
It should be if it's not in the dictionary, it should be.
Crazy. Just want to give a shout out to my big cousin, everyone on the show. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. And Brian, 54 years old, and still the face of the league. Stop playing with the GOAT. Nobody said anything about Michael. So.
Yeah, we're not.
Hey, this dude brought a GOAT to school today.
What? For real?
Yeah.
Mike was there?
No, it was a European GOAT.
Oh,
y'all ready for this LeBron tweet?
Yeah, let's hear that.
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
I guess that soundbite that we played caused a lot of uproar. They was talking about it on First Take. Everybody was talking about it. So this is LeBron's tweet just about 15, 20 minutes ago. Exactly made my point, but anyways, happy this convo has started. It ain't about the face of the game, and it ain't about one person or one show. It's about the culture of basketball. The most beautiful game in the world. Our game has never been better. Incredible young stars from all over the world and some older ones. Steph Curry should be all we're talking about today. Let's discuss how great OKC and the Cavs have been playing this season with two different, completely different styles and break down why and how they have. Of course, if players don't perform, we need to discuss that too and break that down, right? Also, he said, even that can be discussed in a way that's not to bring finality to the player's game, but to leave room to see how that player responds, and let's watch the journey of that player. Lastly, he said, these are three separate tweets. This ain't about me either. At this point, I don't really care what's said about me. It's always something. This is about the impact the negativity is having on our beautiful game and our fans. I know I speak for a lot of players and, more importantly, a hell of a lot of great fans that truly love and celebrate this sport around the world. Hashtag mind the game. Cloud of smoke, brain, crown emoji. They keep trying to blame. They keep trying to blame the critique on what we're seeing on the floor for why what we're seeing on the floor is trash.
But
Just because
hold on,
we're critiquing it doesn't mean that that's why the game is trash.
What you just said is 100% true. However, I do kind of agree with him.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. So, critiquing is cool. Critiquing is cool. Like, I don't think that it's not cool. But there is, and it's not just basketball, but I'm sure he's only talking about basketball because that's the sport he plays. The media now have taken if somebody do something that they ain't like or have a bad game or a bad night, then it's death to everything. Like negativity is selling and creating ratings, and it used to didn't be like that. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's part of what he's saying, but
yeah, but you can say that. You can say that.
When he said basketball, when he said basketball is the best that it's ever been. Like it's a little mean with the little European baby say a bullshit. Like that's like I literally heard that.
Crazy. Why did he say
it's
that?
Not. It's like so when he says stuff like that, it kills everything else that he said.
Yeah,
you know
it makes it seem like you're just capping for everything. Like basketball is clearly not, and that's why the complaints and that's why you getting the critiques that you are getting because my eyes don't lie to me. I've seen the game at its best. I've seen high skilled players. I've seen players with actual positions. I've seen these things. So you can't tell me how to feel about what I'm watching if it's not what I'm accustomed to watching. It's my eyes. That's like saying I can openly say, hey man, this actor did a crappy job in this movie. Who are you to tell me that like you got to respect the craft? It ain't about the acting. This is the fact that you critiquing these actors. That's why they playing bad in the movie.
One word.
What does that even mean? How does that even work? That's not how math works.
One word. He knows what he's gaslighting the heck out of us. Like he's trying to. Like he knows. He knows that this is not the best basketball. Like, come on, you gotta stop.
Yeah.
You know this. You came up in a time in 2003 when you were drafted where basketball was still good. Like we were still excited. And you helped to contribute, not just him, but you helped to contribute the decline of it. Like, come on, you stop it.
Well, I think he very much subscribes to the philosophy of any publicity is what is it? No, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? So all of this is just, it's more attention for him, which we know he has to have, right? He's probably he loves attention. I'll say that. I'm not going to use the term I was going to use, but he loves attention probably more than any athlete I've ever seen in my life. And that's fine. That's helped to make him a billionaire, but being disingenuous is bothersome. So it's a problem for him that the media critiques the product that they see on the floor, but he can critique the media, right? The same way. I mean, what's the difference here, right?
Yeah. All right. So the phone lines are open, man. Phone number on the screen. Give it a call. Hopefully Jay can turn his ringer off.
I thought we was getting a call during the show.
I thought so because I'm like, man, somebody was waiting because as soon as you put that number up, the phone started ringing.
Yeah. They actually called this phone first, but I can't take phone calls. Something going on with my Bluetooth, so I can't take it.
If y'all ready for it, I'll put it on there. Pause.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whoa, all right.
Caller, what's happening?
What's up, man? Where my boy Alonzo Ball at?
What?
My boy Zoe.
What's up, man? Who is this? Chris?
Yeah, it is.
I know who this is, Doc.
Oh my God! What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? You ain't happy to hear from me, Doc?
Wait, what happened? Did y'all have a bet or something?
Nah, man.
No, we ain't had no bet. You know, Chris, I've been giving Chris a hard time since the finals. So,
okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Anyways, man, we're going to focus on today's topic, man.
Okay. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I kind of agree with some of the shit LeBron saying and Channing Frye. They always like how they always talk about Jordan, Kobe, and all these guys. I kind of get it, but it's just like it's like a catch-22, man. It's like I get it when you got to put yourself in the player's shoes sometimes. It's like, who would want that responsibility? You know, you got to look like a stand-up guy. You got to get married. You know, you got to do the right thing. Like with LeBron James, you can say what you want about him on the court, but you don't never hear nothing about that man off the court. Nothing.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
But it's not.
We'll
like,
say yes, that's true.
Gotta know the right people.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean,
It ain't
you get what I'm saying.
publicized. I'll say that. It ain't as publicized as
Right,
others. We'll say
right.
that.
It ain't out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and with these players being so young, man, they running through chicks and doing what they want to do. So it's like they really don't want that responsibility, and I get it. And now, as far as everybody wanting it to be Anthony Edwards, I don't know why. He's not the best player in the NBA. He's not better than Luka. He's
Definitely
not better than Shea Gilgeous.
Wait.
I like how you tried to put. I like how you see. Okay, he ain't better than who now?
Don't try. He said he ain't better than Luka. Get out of town, man.
He's not better than Luka. Luka proved
Right,
that
man.
last year when he sent this punk ass home. So how many times do we have to keep going through this? Luka is 100 times better than Anthony Edwards. I like Anthony Edwards. I do.
100 pounds. He's 100 pounds better.
But he's not Luka Doncic. He's not.
Triple doubles, Mel. Come on, man. You know what it is.
He 100 pounds better than
Maybe. And he got his ass sent home last year, too. When everybody thought Minnesota was going to go to the finals. The fuck? Minnesota is one of the worst fucking teams in NBA history. Come on, man. They're not going to the finals ever. So stop it. They never been, and they ain't never going.
Okay.
You got smoke with Ant?
Right. That's what it sounds like.
I don't see what the hype is about the dude. He's not better than Luka. Luka's the face of the NBA.
Caller, it doesn't bother you at all that Luka refuses to play defense? That doesn't bother you at all? How can we keep putting these guys that will not defend? What Shannon Sharp say? Can't defend a parked car with an Uzi? And we want to anoint these guys as all-time greats and the best in the league and all this. That doesn't bother anyone? Or is it just me?
I mean, it's a problem. Don't get me wrong. That Luka defense is terrible, man. But
is it anything worse than terrible, Chris?
Every time he's on that floor, man, it's like that Steph Curry gravity. Everybody focused in on what is Luka going to do offensively. That's why LeBron is doing it.
What you think Luka would do if he went to the Rucker and played ball? And it was like, hold on, if Kyrie was there, KD, LeBron, Kobe, all these dudes, they were all at the Rucker, and some neighborhood guys. What you think Luka go do? Being out there. I mean, I know he go try to drive to the hole and do something fat in the air and probably like some type of behind the pass or something like that.
Something fat in the air. That's
all his moves are named after food. He got that chicken wing he do when he drives that chicken wing. He got that back to the KFC basket. All that stuff. But what you think he'll do without the NBA rules? Just out there with just the bros. What he gonna do?
He might
Look,
be in
man, I'm gonna start off by saying that Luka Vandross is lame, man. If you made that up, change it because it's whack, man. Please, it's corny. And
Chris,
two,
you want a shirt, don't you?
Luka will cook your favorite player. I keep telling you this.
Not at the park. He can only do it with the NBA rules.
Did he cook Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum last year in the finals? Did he cook them?
He sure didn't. No.
Okay, I thought
I didn't know whether Chris was
defense. I mean, what the fuck could he do? He was hurt the whole. He was hurt. I keep telling you, he was hurt the whole playoffs.
I'm gonna say this, Chris. Then we go to the next caller, Chris. I'm gonna say this. Then we go to the next caller, right? I'm gonna say this one thing, then we're going to the next caller. I was watching a game where it was close, and JJ Redick had to go offense, defense late in the fourth quarter, and he had to call timeouts and pull Luka off the floor for defensive purposes because he's that bad. How can that be the best player in the league? How can he be better than Anthony Edwards, who plays both sides of the ball?
Look at last year's playoffs. Just look at last year's playoffs. You'll see.
Okay.
We did.
Got cooked.
Yeah. So
who went to the final?
You said
Who
Luka
went
is
to
the
the
face.
final?
And what
Who
happened
went
in the
to
finals? What happened there? How can the face of the league get embarrassed like he did in the finals if he the face of the league?
Ask LeBron.
What can he do against
What do you mean? What kind of question is that?
What can he do against a powerhouse stacked team with role players, defenders, shooters, and 2 second options on the team? What can he do? Nothing.
That's an excuse.
Hold on. Did you say with 2 second options?
2 second options and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Yeah.
So nobody's the first option?
Hell no.
All right, man. All right, Chris, we gotta move, Chris.
Hey, appreciate you, brother.
Hey, appreciate you, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, don't call up here when the WNBA season starts. I don't want to hear no Caitlin
Unknown
Clark
caller.
Oh, shoot. Another call.
You can't mute that.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I'm about to.
The ringer.
What's up, people?
Caller from New Jersey.
Yeah, this is Lamont. What's going on?
What's going on, man?
First of all, is it all right for me to tell people to hit the like button? Because we got 300 people watching. Only 77 likes. So hit the like.
Oh, no, that's
hit the
not
like
good.
button, people.
Yeah, please.
No, that's not good.
That's not good. Do that.
Yo, before I talk about the face of the league, I saw Gilbert Arenas on Get Up on Stephen A. Smith's show this morning.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand what he was saying. If he's not yelling and cursing and acting crazy, he can't make a point. I didn't understand what he was saying. I mean, he just wasn't making no sense. This whole Mel, I agree with a lot of the stuff you were saying, because this whole face of the league, it's not a title. It's something. Obviously, it's something that LeBron don't know nothing about. It's something that happens organically.
Correct.
Because I remember when Kareem, no way Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wanted to be the face of the NBA, but he was their most marketable guy, and he was the face of the NBA. But then when Julius Erving came to the NBA, he was the first one with the personality and the game to be the face of the NBA. And he didn't ask to be the face of the NBA. He just became the face of the NBA. It was who he was.
Let me
and
ask,
then that.
Let me ask
Go
you
ahead,
a question.
bro. Mm-hmm.
Do you think the face of the NBA, like the NBA is trying to use it, how Boxman took the barbershop talk with pound for pound and then came out with a pound for pound greatest list? You know what I'm saying? You think the NBA like trying to pull that same move?
I don't know.
That's a good point.
I don't know. It's just something to talk about, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just something to talk about. I mean, Bird and Magic, the Jordan, even AI. AI for a short time was the face of the league. They didn't want him to be the face of the league because I remember when they airbrushed, they put him on the NBA, on the cover of some NBA magazine. They airbrushed his tattoos off. They didn't like his image, but it didn't matter. He was the face of the NBA for a while. I mean, it just happens when you're a baller and you got something that LeBron don't got. They've been giving it to LeBron the whole time. I've talked to people that talk about his rookie of the year thing, and they just say it was no way that he wasn't going to win. What do you mean it was no way? That was obviously Carmelo's award, but they started giving him stuff in his first year, and they've been giving him stuff ever since, man. Yo, it's good to see y'all back up. Thanks.
I mean, we appreciate you, brother.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Let me get to these a couple of these super chats. Nino Action Jackson, appreciate the super chat. This was definitely a shot at mainstream debate shows, far from the Stuart Scott days. We are definitely far removed from the Stuart Scott days. King Speech Road 3743. Debaters only want praise, no smoke, even earn. I guess he mean like everything earned. Yeah, they don't want to be critiqued. They want to do what they want to do. LS. Just two. The Mel. At which point did Jordan become the standard or the greatest? Pre-rings or post-rings? 6 rings out of 15 seasons is GOAT status.
Can I just
are we gonna do this right?
quick?
I was trying not to do. Okay, go ahead, Bruce.
Thank you, man. I'm gonna keep it brief, man. It's not about just the 6 rings. See, this is where we mess up. It's not just about the 6 rings. It's the amalgam of the eye test, what he could do on the floor. It's the awards and the accolades. It's the winning. It's the domination. You put all that together, it's the most, arguably the most fundamentally sound player on both sides of the ball that we've ever seen. You put all those things together, you get the GOAT. It's lazy and disingenuous, and Skip Bayless made that real popular to say, all I know is 6 rings, 6 finals MVPs. No. There's so much more to it than that. So we got to start thinking outside of just the 6 rings, because what that does is open the door for silly questions like this. 6 rings out of 15 seasons? Well, what did he do the other 9? No, it's not. There's way more than that. So I'm going to just leave
some of those other 9 seasons. You see he was busting ass then too.
Yeah, no doubt. So,
hey, we got another caller.
Okay.
Well, actually, I think I got 2 of them on there. Hold on.
Appreciate the show, man. Really appreciate the show, man. I gotta give you kudos, man. But I don't agree with all the LeBron bashing that goes on here. The LeBron bash. So I just want to express my point in a peaceful, respectful way, because I respect everybody's basketball action.
Absolutely.
So, what I'm saying is this, man. Like, y'all putting it like LeBron said that this is going to be the face of the league, and he made this point. No, he disagreed with Channing Frye. And what happened was, he didn't say that, and y'all saying that you pick it happens organically. LeBron never said it doesn't happen organically. It happens organically for every. I'm getting the feedback.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me see if I mute this here. Can you hear me better now without it? Yo.
Yeah, I think that's a little better.
Yeah, think so.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. So what I'm saying is this, man. I think that y'all putting it on him as if he made these comments. He didn't really make it. It's Channing Frye said he agrees with it. He didn't say anything about it. He wanted to be it. All he says is like, listen, nobody would want to be the face of the league. Look how they treat us these days. I agree the NBA has taken a dip, but let's not put it on the players today. Every single thing that's wrong with the league today happened because of the Michael Jordan era. Load managing came from the Michael Jordan era. Popovich started that joint. Tanking to get the better players started when they tried to get Tim Duncan and David Robinson to be a Spur. The first time I remember tanking is them trying to get Ralph Sampson, had to change the rules and make it into a lottery so that Ewing would be the first lottery player, right? So tanking didn't get invented in the 2000s. It got invented in the 80s and 90s. Load management got here in the 2000s, early 2000s and the 90s. They changed the rules and made it soft because Michael Jordan sent 80 tapes to the NBA saying I'm getting hit too hard. So they softened the rules. They even moved White Line in to help them. Let's not forget all of this. So let's not blame it necessarily on the players today. Everything that's wrong with the game started with the predecessors of the game. Even I hear Charles Barkley talking about teaming up. And
hold on. Let me jump in real quick. Let me jump in real quick. Just on one thing you said, like I get you saying that some of this stuff started before we actually seen it fully grown now in the previous era. I mean, I like the fact that you call it the Michael Jordan era. I mean, I don't even think Popovich started in Michael Jordan era. So Popovich starting low management. I wouldn't even call it the Michael Jordan era, but I let that slide. But the fact that I really don't like when a lot of people try to say that the rule changes from football on the basketball court to actual basketball was something that you would call softening the league. No, the league was on the wrong end of the spectrum on physicality as far as it was football. Flagrant fouls was allowed. That's not people could get hurt like that. Like they was snatching people out of the air with I mean, like without even worrying about how they was gonna fall. Like these people all the way in the air trying to get a dunk and they snatching them out by the neck. So what happened with the rule changes with the Pistons, the way they was playing in the 80s, is David Stern said, I'm going to take it from street ball and complete assaults on the basketball court, football on the basketball court, and put it towards actual basketball with still physical defense.
Why? Why did he do that?
Well, hold on.
Why?
No, it's not about why. It's about that they took it from horrible basketball to good physical basketball. It was still physical basketball. Now they have went instead, like I'm thinking it's in the middle now. It's always one end of the spectrum bad. Now it's level. It's good offense and good defense, both physical. Now what they did is said, let's take it on the other end of the spectrum and take all the physicality out. Right. So we can't compare going from one end of the spectrum to the right balance of basketball and taking it to the other end of the spectrum and act like it's the same thing. That makes sense.
So I can tell you this: when I watched last year's playoffs, right, and I watched Philly play the Knicks, I saw physicality. I don't know.
Before the playoffs started, because after the All-Star game, people was complaining so much. That's why you can't get mad at the fans and the media complaining about what they see, because they're trying to fix the game. We like the game just as much as the players that's playing it. We want to see it played the right way, and we're complaining until they fix it. So Adam Silver heard us complaining. Then the All-Star game happened because he had Larry Bird come in there and beg them to play with some pride, and they still didn't do it. And then after that, without everyone knowing, and I noticed it right after the All-Star break, fouls went down and they started allowing more physicality, and then it bled into the playoffs. So it's getting back to that, but they still don't want to take it all the way.
Were you happy with that?
Hold on, they still don't want to take it all the way back to the 90s, right? And make it like real basketball. They're still trying to tweak it a little bit. They just need to go all the way back. Stop pussyfooting.
I did like last year's playoffs though. I did not think it was soft. I didn't think it was like watered down. I thought it was pretty good and not too soft. I get you what you're saying. I don't disagree with that.
They're fixing some of the stuff, but they still got to do. They still got to stop fixing the game, right? They got to stop rigging it. Like, it's so many issues with this game. They're rigging it. Las Vegas, they're in bed with Las Vegas, so the rigging is going to continue to go. So we can noticeably see them rigging the games because they don't. They don't have a real Kobe. Hold on. They don't have a real Kobe leader or a real Michael Jordan leader who can actually be the best player and entertain and be diplomatic and lead the league and be somebody that's playing all 82 games and playing both sides of the court. They don't have that player, so they're faking it.
They got to make.
They're rigging games to make these players look like they're in the same category with Kobe or Mike. So we can see the fake.
The games have been being rigged.
We can see that the Lakers and Luka are getting 50 free throws a game, just so they can be relevant.
The games, we have referees out here.
We can see. I got 2 eyes, and I was born at night, not last night. We can see that.
But let's keep it real, bro. We got referees out here nowadays telling you, hey, they used to tell us to rig the games. We have officials confessing now from telling you that they was rigging the game. Let me ask you this: what is the Larry Bird exception? Why is it that Larry Bird gets to stay with the Celtics when they couldn't afford him, but all of the other teams had to lose their players because the league needed money? They needed Larry Bird on the Celtics. They needed Magic Johnson on the Lakers. So they made up a rule. There wasn't any collective bargaining agreement. There was no end of contracts. They just threw a rule in there so that Larry can stay on his team. Like, is that not rigging?
Yeah,
Don't
but it's
you
not
think that
rigging.
Houston wanted the Moses Malone exception?
It's not rigging the games though.
The
Larry Bird still got. We have
referees telling you that
hold on. You asked me a question, bro. You gotta let me talk. Hold on. You asked me a question. It's not rigging the games. I can respect a little more of a commissioner saying we running a business and it wouldn't make business sense for me to let Larry Bird go and play for Sacramento or something like that. Let me keep him in Boston. I can get that. But when you start saying this player that we're marketing can't really win without us helping him with referee whistles and favoritism on the floor, that's when you messing with the competition and what the fans are watching. That's exactly
what they did.
Who did they help? Who did they help win? Who did you saying they did that for Jordan?
Referee said that they would give calls to Michael Jordan. They would change the stats for John Stockton. I could actually pull these up and show you the officials actually confessing now that when the 2025s, they don't care anymore. Ex-officials are now confessing to these things. I'll give you another example. When Michael Jordan came back for his second three-peat, right? They signed a bunch of illegal contracts, but the league allowed the Bulls to keep all of their players, even though the contracts were illegal. What happened was, you see, they cleared out all the bum spots. They didn't protect, so they had there was an expansion. They got a chance to protect a couple players. They protected the players they wanted and let the trash go away. What they then did is they signed Tony Kukoc for a 1-year deal. And then they came back and they brought him back, and then they broke the bank to get him using the Larry Bird exception. That practice is illegal. They allowed them to keep Tony Kukoc, though, but they didn't allow any of the other players that did similar things to do so. So that Bulls team shouldn't have had the money to pay Dennis Rodman. They shouldn't have had the money to pay Ron Harper. They shouldn't have had the money to pay Tony Kukoc. They cheated by using the Larry Bird exception on Michael Jordan and Kukoc, but the league allowed them to keep it. That's not point? Cheating to create a super team. What I'm saying is every single team in the league was getting weak except one. They allowed them to cheat.
Creating a super team.
Hold on, you said a super team?
Who were the superstars on that team?
All right, so let's talk about it. They had the best three-point
shooters. No, that's the question.
I just want to know
who were the superstars on that team.
I'm going to answer the question if allowed.
No.
Okay,
all I want to hear is 3 names.
Michael Jordan, and tell me who the superstars were on this super team.
Names.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you. They have the best.
Names,
they have the
not
best.
Words, sir, not word salad. Names. No, sir, not word salad. Names. Name me the 3 superstars on that team.
3 superstars. I'm telling you who they created.
I bid you a good night, sir.
Team. They got stronger.
You said
you put your own term on it. I never said
those
superstar.
You said night, sir. Next caller. I bid you a good night,
super team. You said super team.
I said super team.
Okay,
I'm gonna give you one last chance.
What makes
Name
a
me
super
the
team
3
a super team?
superstars.
You are saying superstars. I never did.
What
makes them
a super team?
It's gotta be superstars.
I said super team. I'm telling you who, if you allow me.
No, give me the 3 superstars on the squad.
In order for it to,
I didn't say superstars, bro. I said super team. You could be a star in your role and not be a superstar. If I have the best 3-point shooter in the league, if I have the best Euro player in the league, I have the best rebounder in the league. Dennis Rodman.
Don't call it. You can't call it. You can't call it a super team without
Michael Jordan. They also have Brian. They also have Brian Williams to change his name to Bison Dealey, right? They were great teams. While everybody else in the league got weaker.
But they're not. That you just called them a super team. In order to constitute
that's
the word
not a super team.
No,
super team requires more than one superstar. You've named one.
I just named you 4 people.
You said
no superstar.
Did you just say
he said Bison Daly was
Bison Daly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You don't think Bison Daly could play?
I didn't.
Yeah,
you think Brian
he's a superstar.
Hey, Robert Parrish was on that 96 team. He was a superstar too.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't say Robert Parrish.
The question you said. You said super team. We didn't say that. So when you say super team, that you are saying that they are superstars, multiple on that team, and we were just simply asking who were the superstars.
Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Tony Kukoc, Phil Jackson.
Do you think those are superstars? Michael Jordan, yeah, Ron. Scottie Pippen, possibly.
Y'all call Chris Bosh a superstar.
He's more of a superstar than Rodman is. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Show me the game. Show me the game 7 where Rodman shot the ball 19 times and had 0 points. I can show you 3 of those for Chris Bosh.
So you
Chris,
so you
game 7 is when they needed him.
Show me the season where Dennis Rodman averaged 22 and 10. He didn't do that. That's what constituted Chris Bosh.
I can show you games where he got 30 rebounds though.
So we gotta go. We gotta go, man. That's calling, man. Hey, man, thank you, man.
Appreciate your call, brother.
I can see this happening already. That cat's about to get famous because Mel about to clip this into a short. I see it already. He's about to be famous.
That man did a line of salt before he called.
I know Dennis Rodman was good. I didn't know he was a superstar. That's
I know from Cincinnati, man. What's happening?
What's up? Glad to be here. I love your show.
Hey, real quick. Is Dennis Rodman a superstar?
No, he's a star, but I don't think you have to be a superstar to have a super team, though.
Well, what's the
Definitely
point
a
of the
star.
word super? Hold on, what's the point of the word super if we're not talking about superstars?
It's a super team. That means it's better
Right,
than
right,
the
right,
normal
right. But what makes the
configuration
team?
of talent. That doesn't mean they all have to
What
be
makes the
superstars.
team super?
The number of stars on the team.
No, we didn't say it
Like
was a
Chris
star
Bosh
team. We said
wasn't a
you,
superstar.
no. Well, you can't call it a super team. Then call it something else. Call it a good team. Call it a great team,
It
but
can
not
be
a
a great
super
team.
team.
Green wasn't
That's
a
not
superstar, and
No,
neither was Klay
no,
Thompson. Klay
no,
Thompson,
we
he
can't.
wasn't a
No,
superstar.
we
And the
can't.
Golden
We
State
can't. We
Warriors
can't
was
just throw words
definitely
out there, sir. Sir, we can't just throw words out there. You said super team. What makes the team super?
the amalgamation of talent makes it a super team. It has nothing to
No,
do
but
with
what
the
makes it
number of
super though?
superstars.
All right. You got a team of you got a super team because it got superheroes on it, right? What was the Incredibles? The Incredibles, right?
We're
Right,
not
you got
talking
the
about
Incredibles.
fictional
Hold on,
characters.
all
We're
the
talking about basketball, right? What are you doing?
was abnormal from a normal person because they were superheroes. They had superpowers. So they got the word Incredibles or super. They were a super team, right? If I just put regular people on that, it's not a super team no more. Like I don't understand how y'all don't get that. You calling it a super team?
It's not a super
You
team
have to
just
have
because you have a
superstars.
good team. You can have a good team and one star. You're not a super team.
And a good example of a team that's really good from top to bottom, but is not a super team, is last year's Boston Celtics
and the Cleveland Cavs this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Nobody calls them super teams though, but we call the
Because
Golden
they
State
ain't got no-
Warriors
because they don't have no
super team.
superstars. That's why. Because they don't have
We
no
call the
superstars.
Golden we call the KD Golden State Warriors a super team.
They
They
got
only
three
had two
superstars on it.
superstars. No, they didn't. They had two
Klay Thompson
superstars.
was a superstar. He was a top
No,
three
he wasn't.
shooting guard at his position.
No, he wasn't a superstar. He was barely an all-star.
So wait a minute.
Okay.
Once again, this is
So Golden State wasn't a super team.
So
Good.
Golden State
I'm good with
wasn't-
that.
It was a super team. It was definitely a super team.
No, it wasn't.
It was. It was definitely a super team.
It was
You just said it wasn't.
KD Golden State was a super team,
No,
correct?
I didn't say it wasn't. I said it was.
So you feel like that KD Golden State team was a super team, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, why? Because it had two superstars.
Two superstars. Yeah.
Okay,
Two
so Utah
superstars,
Jazz.
and
So
two of
Utah.
them are
Hold on.
all-time
So
greats.
that's hold on.
Top 10
So the
all-time
Utah
talent.
Jazz with Stockton Malone was a super team.
Yes, apparently so.
I guess.
So
No.
yes, Utah Jazz was a super team. They got
No.
two superstars. Yes,
So were the 96 Sonics then too, right?
Yeah.
Peyton
No.
and Kemp, super
And
team.
Kemp, right?
Right.
I don't
So a
consider
dynamic
Kemp a
duo.
superstar.
So a dynamic
He's a
duo
popular
is a
player. I
super
don't
team.
consider-
To you. No, you can't change
No.
the definition mid-stroke.
Of
No,
course
you
You
can't.
can't tell me who a superstar is.
Bro, you
Okay,
just
your
said two
definition of
superstars make a
superstar
super
might
team.
Your definition of superstar might not be mine. That's okay.
But you just
Okay, so what is yours?
So Stockton a superstar.
A team, a superstar to
Is
me is a
Stockton
player
a
that
superstar?
could.
Is Stockton a
What'd you
superstar?
say?
It's
Is
John
John
Stockton.
Stockton a superstar?
No.
Then why was Rodman a superstar?
What?
Bro,
If
these
Did I
Stockton
say
wasn't a
Rodman was a
superstar, how was
superstar? I
Rodman a
didn't say
superstar?
Rodman was a superstar.
Well, then how would the Bulls have a super team? Because that's what y'all like to say.
I think
And I
Pippen
know
is
why
a
y'all like
superstar.
to say it.
I think Jordan was a superstar.
Y'all all over the place.
Yeah.
John Stockton
All right,
is
go ahead.
most
Go ahead
definitely
with
a
your thoughts.
superstar.
Apparently,
I mean,
your
John
definition of superstar
John
isn't mine.
Stockton
I
is
don't
a
think
top 6 point guard of all
John
time.
Stockton would have been that good in any other situation. I don't think you could take John Stockton and put him in another situation and he'd be just as good. I think Karl Malone, you put him in another situation, he's just as good.
Not a daycare.
I think Michael Jordan in any situation, just as good. That for me is a superstar.
Hey,
I don't think
sir,
Chris Bosh in any
sir, can I say-
situation
hey,
just as
sir,
good.
can I say something? Can I say something?
What's up?
Evidently, I didn't know I was screaming, and my wife just texted me and said she could hear me upstairs. And if it sounds like I'm screaming at you, I apologize. Okay.
Oh, we good. We good.
All right, my bad, dog. My bad. All right, go ahead. What's your thoughts?
I think
Nah,
if I'm not mistaken, I think he was saying that you don't have to have multiple superstars to have a super team. Is that correct?
Right. I think you need to have at least two.
So two superstars with a plethora of talent around them could equal a super team.
Could be a super team, yeah.
Well, okay, so give me an example of a.
I ain't necessarily mad at that. I don't agree, but I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, that mean every dynamic duo. That mean the Clippers when they had Paul George and Kawhi when they both was healthy, super team. That mean Kevin Durant and Russ, not Kevin Durant, yeah, Kevin Durant and Russ Westbrook, super team. That mean Harden and Dwight Howard, super team. Kobe, Dwight Howard, super team. Kobe, Shaq, super team. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, super team. Every dynamic duo is now a super team. And if you can have 10 super teams in the league at the
talent
same time,
around them matters. I think the talent around them matters.
A lot of the teams that he named had really like that OKC with Russ and KD. They were perfectly made, constructed as a team. So that team, like that, is that a super team? I wouldn't have called them a super team.
No, I wouldn't call them a super team. They built that team. Like, no, it wasn't a super team.
So if you build a team and that talent turns into great talent, it's not a super team. But if they turn into too good of a talent, it's a super team. If it's, like that's where the divide is, because you can't say they built that team. Go ahead.
I didn't consider Golden State a super team before KD got there. There was still great talent built the right way. Then KD comes there, it becomes a super team.
So essentially, if you got like a playoff winning team, like a top 4 team, and they add a top 5 player, it now becomes a super team.
It could be if they have another superstar on that team with them. Yeah, it could be.
Man, it's real easy to have a super team. Then
this is why labels and things like that, like face of the league and superstar team or whatever, like it's so diluted. Like you don't even know what it is anymore, because everybody got their own definition, and people spin that to have, not you, but people, even some of the players, like they'll spin it to fit whatever narrative they want it to fit.
I think the problem is we give that label too soon. Like as soon as the trade happens, we call it a super team. Okay, kind of like in football when the Philadelphia Eagles a couple years ago when they added T.O. and they called it a super team in the preseason.
This go tell us everything we need to know.
Was Miami
the Lakers team that won the championship in the bubbles? They had a superstar named AD and a superstar named LeBron. Was that a super team?
No.
I bid you a good night, sir. You see the double standard.
What just happened?
This is a Bron fan.
This is a Bron fan. I just around them matters.
This is a Bron. This is a Bron fan. What you mean? You just said 2 superstars and talent around. They had Dwight. They had Rondo. They had Avery Bradley. They had Danny Green. This is all championship experience. You see how they fit in these definitions only to protect LeBron's legacy.
I was going to ask him the Miami team. So Miami with Bosh and Wade, was that a super team?
Miami with Bosh and Wade, yeah, because of Dwyane Wade and LeBron James in their prime coming together, yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate the call.
Is Chris Price a star, or was he a super?
Follow from Savannah.
The amount of
hey, how you guys doing?
Crazy.
All right, how about yourself?
I'm pretty good, guys. I just had a quick question. Can we ask any question or just on the specific topic?
Hey man, it's free fall. Ask your question.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you. I just want to start off by saying I'm a Kobe Bryant fan, but I'm not gonna lie. I would say that LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant, even though Kobe Bryant is my favorite player.
Where's the question mark at that?
Okay, no, I'm about to start with the question. I just want to make my stance first.
Okay.
From when we looked at Kobe Bryant when he became the #1 option for the Lakers, like in 2004 after Shaq left, and they rebuilt everything with him, and LeBron James entered his prime or his peak at that time, his second year in the league. From 2004 to 2010, when you look at the points per game average and the total points, him and Kobe were at a similar level when you look at the averages and the total. So how can a lot of you guys say LeBron James was not like on Kobe Bryant's level or better than Kobe Bryant? That's like he's not even a veteran player at that time yet.
Yeah, because I think saying what a player average versus what another player average is different than saying which player is better.
100%.
I think to say which player is better takes a deeper analysis and a deeper look into what the players' abilities are and what the players' strengths and weaknesses are. What they average is basically based on how that team is constructed and what their role is in that team, right? If your team constructs a roster where all the shooters are around the 3-point line and you get screens set for you all game for you to come downhill with a head full of steam, and if they stop you from getting to the rim, all you got to do is make a pass to the open player to shoot a three. You're going to get assists and points, right? And then on defense, you kind of sag a little bit and get a lot of rebounds. You're going to have more stats. But if your role is to play in the triangle offense and we're running a real offense with equal opportunity, you're not making the play for everyone. They're making plays for you. You're catching and shooting and all of that stuff. Then your stats are not going to be as robust as the guy who's doing everything for his team. So the stats that LeBron has is based on how his teams constructed their offense.
Yeah, being better at the game of basketball is something different.
Correct.
Right. Because I hear a lot of players, like, you know, a lot of people debate Kobe versus LeBron thing, but when I look at basically what they accomplished from the same point in time when LeBron entered the league, Kobe was dominating. You can even start from like 2003 to 2013, which was Kobe's like last great year before the injury.
Hey,
when you
those hold on. When you look at the numbers though, are you able to have that debate and that conversation around who's better between Kobe and LeBron just by looking at the numbers? Are you able to do that without watching the game? Yes or no?
No, you can't. You have to do both.
No, I'm asking a question. I know the answer to the question. I'm just waiting for you to say it.
Yes.
When you're just looking at the numbers, when you're just looking at the numbers, can you make that argument without watching the game?
No, you have to do both. You have to do both.
No. I'm saying, but if I'm just looking at the numbers, though, can I do that without watching the game?
No.
The answer is yes. If I'm just looking at the numbers, can I form a conclusion without watching the game?
Oh yeah, you can based on that without putting the context of the numbers.
And that's the reason why you don't base. And that's the reason why you don't form conclusions just by looking at the numbers. Because you can do it independently, actually watching the game.
Are you having a medical emergency, Brody?
Yeah, he in the ambulance over there.
No, I'm sorry. I'm at work right now. I'm sorry about that. I work at the port. That's the crane. I'm sorry about that.
Oh,
hey man, don't get fired because of us.
Yeah, I just making sure.
No.
Down at the port.
No, we should be on. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we should be on the phone and talk while we drive and whatnot. But another thing I wanted to say is too during that stretch from like the accomplishments, when you add the accomplishments levels to it as well, like what Kobe accomplished and what LeBron accomplished, they accomplished something similar throughout that stretch as well. Would you agree with that?
I'm not sure, sir. I don't judge players.
You mean rings? Are you talking about rings or just like records?
Well, everything in general, the stats, the rings, and what they were doing. Like from that stretch, you know, Kobe won 2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs, and then 1 NBA, 2 scoring titles, and 1 MVP. But at that time, I believe LeBron James won at least 1 or maybe 2 rings, if not just 1, with 3 MVPs. You know what I'm saying? 1 Finals MVPs and maybe 2 or 3 league MVPs and 1 scoring title. So I just want to hear you guys take on that because I actually have LeBron James ranked above Kobe Bryant on my all-time list. I have LeBron James probably like number 3 behind Michael Jordan 1. He's the best. Kareem, I got him number 2. LeBron 3. Then I have Bill Russell at 4. And I usually have Kobe anywhere between like 6, 7, or 8.
Okay, I mean, I ain't mad at that. I mean, I think LeBron's a little high, but I mean, those are good names.
Those some good names out there. Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
You in the Pope? You from Savannah?
Of course. Savannah? Yeah, you know it.
Okay. All right. Okay. I heard that.
How did you know that?
It's a Pope thing. I heard him say a word. And
it's a what thing?
It's a Pope. It's a Pope thing. Okay, yeah, I'm from the Pope too, but that's why. And you said you was on down there at the hall, so I was like, I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, this man might be from Savannah.
Well, we gotta go ahead and get him out the front because he messing the string up with all that background noise. Man.
Hey, are y'all still using Nokia phones in Savannah?
Hey, don't do.
No, it's just I'm in the donkey truck. You know, it's noise. I'm sorry. I just had to call in for that question because I'm trying to get on for about a week. You guys came on, so I just had to throw that question: how you rank LeBron and Kobe and stuff like that. But what was the question you was going to ask me? Though?
Oh no, we moving on, man. We
that was it.
We'll be here 4 hours, man.
Okay, all right, guys. You take it easy. Love the show, guys.
I appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you for calling.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
that was a good call. I like Buddy. I guess we can cut it off here, Jay, man. We got to get to these other topics.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna take this last caller, man. Augusta been calling the whole time.
Okay,
but go ahead. Say what you gonna say, Britne.
No, I was just gonna say we just gotta stop only looking at the statistics. Like the statistics do not paint the full picture. Watch the games, please. Just watch the game.
It's supplemental. Just to know what the score. I don't have to know how many points you scored to watch a game and see who's good. I don't have to know that. It's supplemental information, so it's good to know. So I think that it's so analytics driven now that all I got to do is pull up basketball reference to see who averaged more points during this time and say, this guy is obviously the better basketball player, and that's not always true.
Bad look.
And sometimes this can be a little bit deceiving at times too. So you gotta watch.
Absolutely. Caller from Augusta.
Siobhan said, please do not come.
What's up, y'all?
Hold on real quick. Siobhan said, please do not converse with callers who clearly cannot and will not define what a super team is. Felt like listening to a remedial course and basketball 101. I felt like I was teaching that course.
All right, go ahead, AUG.
What's happening? I was calling in about the super team, but I like what Mel said. I like how I be breaking it down to people the same way Mel broke it down about Kobe played in the system, and LeBron is just like LeBron, Luka, Harden. They is the system. They doing everything for their team. So of course they have better stat when you ball them. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like people don't even. I be like people like, oh, Kobe was a ball hog. Kobe averaged 19.3 shots per game. LeBron averaged 19.4. So I get LeBron a ball hog too. But that's besides.
Oh no, it's different. No, it's different for LeBron. Y'all don't know that? Come on, man.
It's beside the point. You feel me? But I called in to say, they saying super team. Jordan had a super team. There was no fucking there was no super team. Bron had super team.
And
my thing is,
let me help you out real quick. In the NBA, when Kobe was playing, as a whole, the teams averaged less shots per game. So LeBron shooting 19.4. LeBron averaging 19.4 shots per game is still a lower percentage of actual shots taken.
Yeah.
Now I'm just fucking with you, man. I just made up.
LeBron. The difference between Kobe and LeBron is Kobe shooting jump shot. LeBron drives to the lane and he get a lot of fouls. If you go look at their foul numbers, it's a big difference. Even though Kobe might have made the same amount because they shoot different percentage, but LeBron gets in the lane and get fouled, so a lot of his shot attempts ain't even coming up on the board because they foul attempts. But my thing is, 2016, everybody said, "Oh, Golden State was the super team." How? He beat a 73-9 team because they had great chemistry. They had great players that fit their role, and they was basically running the triangle offense with the spur movement, and it just worked because you had a great group of players and you had great shooters. It was all a bunch of role players around one superstar. Clay was never a superstar. Draymond never a superstar. Nobody else. Iguodala was never a superstar. You know what I mean? You had a bunch of great role players around a superstar. So when they say LeBron beat this great super team, there was no super team. The Cavaliers was a super team. You had a superstar in Kyrie Irving. You had a superstar in LeBron James. You had an all-star / superstar. I feel like if Lil Neil got traded to Cleveland, he would have been a superstar. But his role got diminished, just like Chris Bosh when he went and played LeBron and D-Wade. They went from being borderline superstars to role players, basically playing with LeBron. So for people to say, "Oh, the super team," and say there was a super team, how? Like how? Clay was never a superstar. Clay would have never been that great.
Let him cook.
Yeah,
Clay would never been that great if he wasn't in that system. Draymond would never been that great if he wasn't in that system with Curry drawing all the attention, giving y'all basically Draymond getting free assists and Clay just wide open because just like when KD came there, KD was allowed to play one-on-one because Curry drawing everybody. But people better
Nah,
realize.
you ain't cooking no more now. Nah.
What I'm saying is,
KD still getting his 27.
They
Man.
needed KD to like when Clay.
They didn't make nothing easier for KD. I'm not with you on that one.
I disagree with
Well,
that.
I ain't gonna say they made it easier, but basically what I'm saying, Curry draw a lot of attention. So you got if KD got if he got Clay and Curry on the wing, you know what I mean? He can eat because you can't leave them.
Any shooter that shoots as well as Clay or Steph draws attention. You can have Kyle Korver over in the corner. Your man can't leave him. It don't matter what you can have J.R. Smith over there. Your man, the defense cannot leave J.R. Smith either.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Any shooter you got to space the floor. If he can shoot, he's going to space the floor. Curry don't give more space, but they all can shoot. You can't leave either one of them.
Can't leave none of them.
Yeah, you're right. KD did his thing though. I ain't gonna take that from KD, but I was just saying, Curry he draw a lot of attention, but they basically ran the triangle offense when KD got down. They ran. If
Curry draws so much attention, then how come Kuminga ain't putting up the 27 that KD was putting up?
Hey,
how come they
was about to miss the playoffs before Jimmy Butler showed up?
Kuminga.
How come they was about to miss the playoffs before Jimmy Butler showed up?
Yeah, we were gonna most definitely miss the playoffs before Jimmy showed up.
Yeah, exactly. So what all that attention Curry was drawing, how come it didn't produce another 27 point per game score?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. The reason why Kuminga ain't averaging at least like 25 because the Warriors don't want to pay him.
Okay, what about Wiggins? How come Wiggins wasn't averaging what KD was averaging?
Because Wiggins too laid back. He's not aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Boy, you got to answer for everything.
Man, it'll be one game. You like, dang, why won't he do every game? In the next game, he just
all that attention that Steph Curry was drawing. How come Draymond didn't average 27? How come Iguodala didn't average 27? Like if KD just benefited from all the attention that Curry was drawing, how come
they know they got great shooters?
Kuminga,
when they constantly look for Clay and Curry.
Iguodala, how come they didn't average 27? How come David West didn't average 27? What is it about KD that he could average 27 and nobody else could?
Listen, the reason why, because Curry was a superstar, so they constantly looking for the shooter. They always looking for the shooter. Then if stuff break down, then you see them boys go like Looney. Looney never looking to shoot, but as soon as stuff break down and he got to shoot, Looney got a mid-range game, but you never see it. Like Looney averaged 27 in high school. Looney he can score, but you never see it because they constantly look for the shooters.
So he don't have the answers.
I'm honestly thinking about. I don't think
he been hanging with Sway.
How Sway?
KD will do regardless if he play with Curry or not. I ain't saying that, but I'm saying
and that's I think. But you made it kind of sound like the only reason that KD was able to score those 27 was the gravity Steph had. Yeah.
No, I was just saying Curry made it easier for him because, you know what I mean, you can't help him. He can play one-on-one if he wants to. You know what I mean? But my thing is, all right, I'm going to keep this short. You know what I mean? Y'all done cook me a little bit. I'm going to keep this short. if you going to call the 2017 Warriors a super team, why don't people call the Cavaliers a super team?
Some people do.
The second reign. No, I
Kyrie
barely hear people call that a super team. They saying that they saying LeBron lost to a super team when he was a super team. It was even all across the board. Yeah, Kyrie versus Curry. You had LeBron versus KD. You had Clay versus Love. Love can get out there and shoot that shit just like Clay. He done had 30-point quarters. You had Draymond versus JR. It was even down the board. Now I say the Warriors had a look like the back end of their bench was a little bit better, but 1 through 5 were easy.
You losing? We lost.
Y'all mute me?
Yeah, no. Hey, we're gonna go on to the next topic though, man. I appreciate the call, brother.
Appreciate you, AUG.
All right, that's it, man. Well, I don't think we're taking no more phone calls the rest of the night.
I don't know if we can.
The rest of the year.
Not we gonna be here all year if we do.
Yeah.
Oh man, all right, man. Let's in the super chat from Joshua Brown. I appreciate that, brother, man. He said he loved the show.
Appreciate you.
Hey man, we love that y'all love the show, man. And then I think y'all already got this goalpost for Super Team moving all over the place.
Yeah,
that's a fact, man.
That's a fact.
Hold on, Mel. There's a couple more super chats in there that you just
That we
did not
missed.
read. Keep going.
I didn't. Who? No, man. I think I got all of them.
No, you
Yeah, I
didn't.
think you did.
I hate saying your name, bro.
It was another one. There was another one he sent that you did not read.
Let me see.
Why you want me to read?
Oh, okay. This one.
No.
From Mr. Longstrokes, Yo Mel.
You don't put
why my
Mr.
name had to be in the first sentence? At which point did Jordan become the stand? Oh,
No,
I
we
already
read-
read.
Oh yeah, you read that. We did read that one. We read that one.
This man said, "I heard the word stroke." Okay.
And LS is a problem, bro.
You know what?
Yo,
Hey,
Mel.
Brittany, I think you need to read those super chats. Come
Yeah, Brittany, help us
Right.
out.
It's
Nope.
okay if you read them.
She said no.
Don't pick me
No,
up that one.
I'm not giving you a reason.
All right, man. Okay. All right, let's move. PK Sub. How you say that name? The NHL player PK Subban, PK Subban.
Subban.
Right. Great analyst. I like him. I like him. He was on a couple of shows, and this is a week old, so we're a little bit late with this, but I thought it was a good thing to talk about, man. Talking about the NBA All-Star game and trying to figure out, man, like what's the deal with it? What happened to it? What's the problem with it? And what PK said was some of the best analysis I heard on this whole take of the NBA All-Star game, man. And this is what he said, and I want to get Britne's thoughts as soon as he finished.
Well, listen, hockey is a different sport from the NBA. You can't compare the cultures because of the way the game is played. You can step on an NBA floor and go through the emotions. You can't do that in hockey. You can't. Like the culture of our sport, you have to play it with passion. You have to be willing to fight. You have to be willing to leave it on the ice. That's what fans are investing in. So for us, when we charge $1,500 for a ticket to come to fans know what they're getting. Cale Makar, the best defenseman in the world, wasn't in the lineup for this game. This was the most viewed game that we've had in years. And you see it, it's because it's not just based on the skill and talent. It's based on the pride, honor, playing for the guy next to you. I got a question for the NBA players. What the hell are you playing for? What are you playing for? It's not about the money. You make all the money. What, you're injured? Well, there's a difference between being hurt and injured. Are you hurt or are you injured? There's a difference. In hockey, we play hurt. We play injured. That is the culture of the sport. It's always been that way. So you want to talk about the business, the CBA, fans get all of that. But what do fans resonate with? They resonate with what's real. You got to fight sometimes for your country. You got to compete. You got to go out there and leave it on the ice because those people are paying the price of admission. So fans know whether our stars are on the ice or not, they're getting their money's worth. The NBA has that issue that they got to work on. You got to create a better culture for your players. It starts with the leaders. This issue, there was no issue when Jordan was around. There was no issue when Kobe was around. There's no issue when Sidney Crosby's around. There's no issue when Wayne Gretzky was around because those are true leaders. They lead by example. Sidney Crosby, Hockey Canada, those players, both Canada and U.S., it was the players that did that for the four nations. That's not the league. The league set it up, but the players went out there and decided and said, you know what, boys? We're all in. When is the NBA going to do that? Because, I haven't sat down and watched the NBA consistently since Kobe. Since Kobe has died, I have not sat down and watched the NBA consistently. I love basketball, love the players. I think LeBron's great. I think KD's great. Steph Curry, love watching them. But you got to be on the court. You got to be there. And when you're there, you got to go all in. The fans got to feel that they're getting their money's worth. And right now, there's a big difference between what the NHL's doing with those events and what the NBA is doing. Four Nations works because the players are all in.
He said, we didn't have this problem with Gretzky as a leader. We didn't have this problem with Sidney Crosby as a leader, Michael Jordan as a leader, Kobe as a leader. we have this problem now. What's your thoughts on that, Britne? I want you to say something about it.
I mean, I think a lot of it, what he said is right. I think the biggest thing that really resonated with me was the passion behind it, the passion that the players play with. And I don't know too much about hockey, but I do watch the Flyers every so often. And when I watch the Flyers, they don't necessarily have this mega superstar, but how they play hard, as hard as the rules will allow, to the point where they actually allow these guys to fight.
Mhm.
You know, they get that so much competitive with one another because they want to win. The rest are like, duke it out, you know, just don't fall. Whoever, you know, that's when they break it up. I don't see that anymore. I don't see that passion, that fight from the NBA players, and I agree with them. I don't watch a full game anymore. I used to want to watch a
Mhm.
basketball game from beginning to end. Now I cut it off, you know, or
Sheesh.
if I know a game is on, I'll cut it back on in the second half because I'm like, the first half,
Fourth
they're not
quarter.
even gonna play anything. You know, they're just gonna give me bull crap, and then they may turn it up a little bit in the second half of the game. So I think it's a mentality thing, and they need to fix that. I don't know how you're gonna fix that. I don't know which player is gonna be the first to fix it. I thought Ant-Man maybe could have had something, but I think that's falling off real quick.
Real
So,
quick.
because when he first came in, it felt like he had that it factor, and now I'm just like, nah, he probably doesn't have that it factor anymore. So I think for me, it's that passion. You know, when AI used to play, I always bring up AI because he's just, first of all, he's behind me, but whatever. He had that passion. Couldn't he practiced? I know you said we talking about practice. He did practice, but he could have did a little bit better. That's why his body declined so quickly. But on a court, you didn't have no questions. Both ends of
Everything.
the basketball court. Kobe, we didn't have any questions, any doubts, anything like that. These players today, it's just like an entitlement issue. Like
Yeah.
we're entitled. This belongs to me, even though I haven't even earned it yet. And to me, that's one of the biggest problems. So
Yeah. And to your Ant-Man comment, he went to the Olympics and was with his favorite player. He said KD is his favorite player. He was with him every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to think that Kevin Durant is the Erykah Badu of the NBA.
Wow.
Man, Kyrie got over there with Kevin Durant, lost his mind. Ant-Man done lost his mind. Booker done lost his mind. What the heck is Kevin Durant doing? Is the weed that good? I know he's a stoner.
Yeah, he definitely is stoner.
What's rubbing off on these superstar players that all of a sudden, I don't know. I digress, man.
Yeah, because that's a slippery slope. Pause.
Wow.
slippery.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Also, Cavs just took the lead.
Oh, did they?
101.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, these Celtics got lazy.
They're a serious team, boy. They're a serious team. We're gonna talk about them on the next segment, though. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What I wanted to comment on this was one. I always say something, and that's two things can be true. And I like what PK Subban here said a whole lot. I love his mentality. I love what he was trying to say in terms of what the NBA needs to get back to, you know, the level of popularity and the level of quality in the game that we used to have that we currently don't. Right? Okay, got it. But at the same time, he was a bit disingenuous with his arguments. Right? One, it's not apples. They're both professional sports in North America, but it's not apples to apples. It's like apples to oranges, right? You got two different cultures, so you can't expect basketball players, especially the average basketball player makes $10.8 million a year. The average hockey player makes about $3.5 million a year. That's a big difference monetarily, right? That will change a lot of people's attitudes in terms of how physical they're willing to get, how hard they're willing to compete, right? Secondly, he mentions the Four Nations, which was the little mini tournament that they had at the All-Star game in hockey in the NHL this year. And that was cool. But part of the reason guys were playing so hard for that he's leaving out is the patriotism piece, right? When you get countries literally playing against each other, it's a mini Olympics, right? And so when you get the pride in country coming into it, guys are going to play harder, right? Remember, for a couple of years now, Giannis has been saying, hey, let's get international versus U.S. at the All-Star game, right? But the league doesn't want to do that because they know that if the U.S. loses, it's going to be a bad look, right? But at the same time, we know that the U.S. is not going to roll over in a situation like that, right? So when you inject patriotism into the thing, now you're going to have an added level of intensity, right? So that's another reason you can't directly compare what the NHL did this year with the Four Nations versus what the NBA tried to do in their All-Star game. And finally, I totally agree with Britne, what she said, and as well as what PK said about guys are willing to fight in hockey. But we're forgetting a big part of this, right? The NBA is primarily based in America. They have one team in Canada, but primarily based in the United States. And what's, unfortunately, I hate this part of it, but race is always a huge component of everything in the United States. Some things less, but you have a league that's, 70% black, 75% black in the NBA? Think about what's going to happen if they allowed fighting in a majority black league versus fighting in a majority white league. That's going to be looked at. And listen, I'm not the guy that does the race piece, but that's going to be looked at very, very different. Would you all agree?
It has been looked at different.
It would.
Exactly. How many times have we had a conversation with
thugs and this, that, and the third?
We've seen it on the sidelines. If one quarterback A, who happened to be white, says he throws his iPad down on the ground, man, he's showing passion. If Odell Beckham does it, man, does he know how to act?
Control himself? Yeah.
So it'll look different. You're right. Good point, bro.
Now, I was gonna say, no, you made a very good point, but I think I don't. Yes, hockey's fight, but I think it's more about the passion and the competition, the competitive nature of the players that we just don't see anymore. So it's I don't know if you guys watched the clips on YouTube when the players are playing in the summer leagues and all that, and it's like they're going all out. They go at it, and you're not getting paid for that. You're not getting paid for that. So what's the difference? Why are you not bringing that to the NBA court in front of everybody? I understand you're getting paid millions of dollars regardless. So fans and whoever else just want to see that same passion that you show in a meaningless summer league game or whatever these camps are called on the court. There's no reason why what you're displaying on the NBA court. That to me, that is backwards. Like you should be seeing that in the summer, but you give your all on the basketball court. It's not the physical fight. I'm gonna punch you in your face. That's the point of it. It's the competitive nature, the passion,
no doubt.
That we just don't see.
I agree with you 100%. I was just, saying that while I agree with a lot of what PK said, because I actually did a segment on this on my show as well. I agree with the bulk of what he said. There's other things that he may not be looking at in, making his commentary.
Definitely.
I think another problem with the whole thing is the NBA is trying to appeal to people who don't like hoop. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like every other sports league is like, look, this is our product. You like it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like baseball, don't watch it. If you don't like soccer, don't watch it. You don't like hockey, don't watch it. So I think if the NBA went back to just putting unadulterated hoop, the people who like hoop would be entertained by it. You don't have to make it an entertainment league.
You have to make it, WWE.
Right.
That's a daggone good point too.
I think for me, like, I'm not saying I was a WNBA player, but I played at a decent level. So I took pride in making sure nobody got past me on a defense. That was probably the best part of my game. I was a point guard. I took pride. There was no way I would look you dead smack in your eye and I would tell you, you're not getting past me. You're not going to score on me. I'd be darned if I let that happen. I just don't see that today. And it's
hold on, Britne. No, man. You wasn't on that. You wasn't on that court with your hands out talking about I be darned. You get that ain't what
you didn't say darn.
We know you didn't say that.
Ain't nobody that can't curse stopping me from getting to the rim. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you can't curse, I'm dunking.
I'm not. No, I'm trying to grow in my life. I'm taking the right route nowadays.
You're not getting to this darn hoop.
Not saying anything else is the wrong route, but I do my best not to curse when I don't have to.
That's good. I be
Britne.
And my mama might be watching, so
That's why I just said, "Hey, Mama Britne."
Right.
Oh man.
Anything we got? Anything we gonna take calls on? Or are we gonna take calls
Hell no.
anymore the rest of the
No,
tonight?
I don't think we can take calls on this. we might take calls on the last topic if we might.
Yeah.
Public service announcement. Listen, if it is not Sunday, I mean, what's today's date? The February 27, 2025.
28.
28. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Mama. If it's not today, man, don't call
Your
the
mama's
phone.
birthday today?
Yeah. Well, we celebrating it today.
Okay, my daddy's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Miss Frida, and happy birthday, Skinny Wall. So, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, you know, Mama's birthday on the 29th, but she don't get one every year.
Oh,
I got a cousin.
Okay. I was
gotcha.
on leave.
But yeah, the public service announcement is people who watching the replay. Man, don't call me tomorrow wanting to talk about the face of the league.
You
get the face of Jake.
Okay, it's done started. The Britney Fest has started.
There we go.
Here they come.
Why did it take so long, man?
I know.
Right.
Let me see if let me go through these comments and see if is there even females giving me roses.
You're not getting no roses now.
Nah, we
I ain't trying to hate, but I don't think that's happening, man.
Ladies,
That's generally how it goes.
now's your time to shine. Get those roses to the mail real quick. Get those rose emoji, ladies.
Send those roses. Who getting the super chats tonight? Is it Zoe? Brittany got it last time. Zoe, you getting the super chats tonight?
Yeah. What you want me to say? Nah.
Right. Hey, hold on. I think it should go to somebody who had their whole government exposed.
This man, no, that's not. We're gonna talk about that as soon as this show is over because that was that was crazy. That was insane. We're gonna talk about that once the show is over because that I can't believe. All right, we done with PK Subban. That's how you say his name.
Yeah,
right?
I think we.
He was a hell of a hockey player, from what I understand.
Yeah, I think he's a multiple time
and somebody said
All-Star.
he used to date Kate Beckinsale too. So
I had to look that up. I said, okay, all right.
Is that
accurate? Is that accurate? He did.
That's what they say.
Who is Kate Beckinsale? Is that Tomb Raider? Not Tomb Raider, but not Tomb Raider. What's the other one? The Umbrella. Who?
Underworld.
Oh, that's what she is. Underworld.
I
Mary
think
Poppins.
Underworld, right?
What's the other one I'm thinking about with the dead people?
Resident Evil.
Zombies. Resident Evil. Who Resident Evil?
Oh, that's not her. Oh, that was my show too, or my movies. I don't remember.
That's the same girl that was in.
No, that's Tomb Raider.
That's the girl that was in the Chris Tucker movie with Chris Tucker and Bruce Willis. What was that one? Fifth Element. Is that Tomb Raider? Not Tomb Raider, but
nobody's seen Fifth Element but you.
Wow, I seen Fifth Element on
Fifth Element.
That used to be one of my favorites.
That was a weird movie. I never
weird
really,
for sure.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, he said it was Mika
Jovovich.
He said it was who man?
Yeah, I tried to save him. I tried to jump there. I tried to jump out there. I wasn't going to make him. I wasn't going to make my dog say that on this public broadcast like that.
Yo, wow, man.
Yeah, I don't be knowing these names. I think they all the same people. I thought Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, Fifth Element,
calling her Tomb
and
Raider.
What was the other one? Laura Croft. What I say?
You keep calling this person Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Laura Croft.
Laura Croft.
Well, what's Laura Croft? Because the first one was
Jolie played.
Angelina Jolie, and then there was a new one.
Man, that girl name is not.
Did she say Angelina Jolene?
Yeah.
Jolie,
That's
whatever.
Dolly Parton's song. Don't take my man Jolene.
And Beyonce remade it.
Yeah,
Beyonce
Sure did. That's
Beyonce
right.
My man, Jolene does not want Jay-Z, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Jolene definitely don't want hold.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fuck with Ho, but he can take you out of your hell.
Say bye to Reebok.
Say bye to
Say hi to
Reebok. Say hi to Chanel.
Say hi to
Gucci Prada as well.
Prada as well.
You got a question from Gio. Says you like the same movies as his wife. Are you an Aquarius?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, there
Why
you
the
go.
hell would she be a fish?
I'm just reading the question, man. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
Oh, hold on. Oh, he's talking about the sign. I thought he was talking about is she in a freaking aquarium?
What?
What?
Oh my goodness.
Zoe and Britne are both Capricorns.
Because they always cap.
No.
Yeah. Wow.
Ain't no cap over here, Mister.
Ain't no
There's
cap
a lot
in
of
her rap.
cap in your rap, man.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Real rap.
It's some corn in that darn. It might not be no cap.
Yeah, it's some cap in that darn. It's definitely some cap in that darn. She ain't told nobody on no basketball court. I'd be darned if you get past me.
Yeah, that's probably not what was said.
That's probably not what was said.
Hey, if I'm coaching and my players say that, they go onto the bench.
Yeah, come on out. You're not ready.
They go get number 12.
You're not ready.
That's one of the best players.
I am sipping on this is high quality H2O.
There you go. Drink alkaline water, Mel?
I do drink alkaline water.
Yeah, we hooked on that over here now, man. Yeah, you can't.
9.5 pH. Alkaline water. Yeah.
I think this is 9.
Know? Yeah.
Oh, because I got a big bottle of alkaline water right here. I'm drinking it right now.
Since you said high quality, that's high quality.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's high quality. Yeah.
And I boil it before I drink it as well. And then I pour it back in the bottle.
Do you?
I do.
So you probably boil out the alkaline.
Hey, Bruce.
I just continue to drink my low quality water.
Bruce, don't go down that path with that man. That man is not boiling water and putting it back in the damn bottle.
That man ain't opening the bottle, pouring it in a pot, boiling it.
I don't know what people do, man. I don't know, man. I know my son will not drink water from the tap. I know that.
Mel is the definition of cap, not me.
Yeah, he Mel capping now.
Bruce is like, wow, that's an interesting process.
Boy, you a different type.
Listen, I wasn't going to do it.
Jeez.
I don't know about Georgia's but this Florida hard water, man, it's not.
Oh
it's
yeah,
not good.
whoa! I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah,
so you bathing in hard water?
Yes, I bathe in hard water. I don't drink it though.
Lord of mercy. Heavens no. Heavens no, Jay.
Heavens no. Heavens no. We reached that part of the show. We here.
We still got 2 topics left.
I know. We
can get both of them. We can get both of them. Y'all better choose me this day.
Yeah, one in the possible.
Both of them. Both of them.
With Shasha, BOAF, both.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get to some of the stories that's trending in the NBA, man. And
yes,
we can freestyle a little bit. I did have a soundbite I wanted to play y'all surrounding the MVP, but we'll get to that, man. But I just want to see what y'all think about what's going on so far. As after the All-Star break, man, we in the final stretch right before the playoffs. We got a Phoenix team that underachieved. We got the Luka trade that was crazy. AD, I mean, AD and the Mavs could be scary, but we don't know yet. Cleveland is a wonderful surprise. OKC is going there per usual. Boston is
that's exactly what they are.
Yeah, sometimes look like Boston, sometimes not. Coach of the year is gonna be big. Rookie of the year is gonna be big. MVP is gonna be even bigger. Like what stories are y'all like paying the most attention to right now?
I'm trying to look at these offseason moves.
Unrivaled.
What's going?
Ooh, unrivaled.
Unrivaled has been dope.
Unrivaled has been dope.
Y'all been watching that? I haven't. I've been seeing highlights. I haven't been watching.
Unrivaled has been dope. Even
they hooping.
They one of them was it TNT Max, and I think it's Lifetime. Okay. They get it's like a couple of different networks, but it's been entertaining.
All right, my bad. Back on track.
I say this.
You would say, Mel.
I say this. This is what I'm gonna say. Nobody saw Cleveland coming, and
not like this.
And they're still keeping it going, right? So that's gonna be really dope, right? That's real dope. But this MVP discussion,
It's about to make me mad.
I don't think there is a discussion, but that's me.
Well, they just came out with a new ranking for MVP. Like SGA had been leading all year. Jokic is on top.
Huh?
You think so?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, let me play this soundbite and then we get into this MVP discussion then.
All right, let's do it.
It's not to diminish SGA's case. It's just to say that it is a factor, and I believe it's why he's good. If you're in a tie and you're both sitting on something has to knock one guy over, and that's the thing I think that it's going to be. If you can make, we both made cases for both.
Statistically, I can hear what you're saying. Voter fatigue, I get it. I'm not arguing that. I didn't argue that when we had this conversation last time. Record. But you talk about the Thunder have a better record than the Nuggets.
And that's going to push him over too.
SGA has broken a record of being as effective as he is in under 40 minutes of play. You talked about the plus minus when it comes to SGA and everything and everybody else on his team. Those are all factors that have nothing to do with voter fatigue and everything to do with the MVP.
I understand, but I can make like I just did. I can make the same argument for Jokic. So if they're pretty close, something's going to tip one or the other.
Would you say the Denver Nuggets, though, roster for roster, when you compare them to the Oklahoma City, would you say that they're better?
No.
Here's the question.
Because of Jokic, they're not better.
Both these guys off of each one of their teams.
Yeah. The Nuggets are worse.
Okay.
The Nuggets are clearly worse.
The Nuggets are worse
The Nuggets are
than
clearly
OKC?
worse. If you take Jokic off and you take SGA off, the Nuggets are clearly worse.
With Jamal Murray, Russell Westbrook, Aaron Gordon. I mean, we're all talking about champions. Remember, we're talking, outside of Westbrook.
Go look at the numbers when he's not playing.
I'm not saying that he's not the most effective player on the floor. I'm saying when you look at this roster with the talent, this is not a playoff team in the Western Conference without Jokic. I'm not saying a high playoff team.
I don't know if it's a playoff team. I'm saying OKC, take SGA off, OKC's better.
Which one is a playoff team out there? You think that this team without SGA
you're not even seeing
is a top six seed?
I don't know. Maybe OKC is 10th and Denver's 12th. OKC's better than Denver without Nikola Jokic means more to his team than any single player in the league right now. That's what I would say. But again, SGA, you just made a good case. I was actually halfway through. I was like, God, SGA is probably going to win.
Hey, so Bruce, what's the argument for Jokic being the MVP?
It's not. I'm SGA.
Oh, I thought you said Jokic.
No.
Is anybody in here pro Jokic for MVP?
So quick question. I just went through this whole MVP thing in the NFL, right? I want to make sure that I understand what the MVP is in basketball. Is it the best player or is it the most valuable? Because what was said at the end of that clip is kind of real, that Jokic is probably the most valuable player to his team in the entire league.
I disagree though.
Okay.
Because I guess mine is simple. And I think once you start digging deep down in the crate, trying to find value with advanced analytics, and then you got to talk about, what about when he's off the floor? First of all, what superstar is off the floor that much? They're all playing about 35 to 40 minutes a game.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? So like what's the sample size of measuring what the team does when they're off the floor? And why do we value your team falling apart without you? You get what I'm saying? Like if I lead my household, it is my job to make sure it can still operate in my absence. If I have a temporary absence, when I used to go out to sea for 6 months, my household did not fall apart. You get what I'm saying? You have to have stuff in place for a team to operate at a high level, whether you're there or not. You're not a good leader or a good manager if your team falls apart.
That's organizational right there.
It is, but you can't brag about a player and say, "Oh man, he's got to be the MVP." Because did you see how his team fell apart when he went to the bench? That's not supposed to happen. That's an indictment, not a flex.
Fair,
right? That's my thing. Yeah. So as far as value, it's two ends of the court. Can you show me where you're valuable at offensively, and can you show me where you're valuable at defensively? It's impossible for a player that's valuable on offense only and a liability on defense to be more valuable than a player that's valuable on both ends of the floor.
I would agree with that.
Fair. I don't think anybody would have an argument for that watch basketball and understand that defense is 50% of the game.
That doesn't mean anything anymore. What are we talking about?
It doesn't. It really doesn't, and that's so sad to me because,
I agree.
And this is not a bash Joker thing because I think he's an incredible player. Mel made a valid point. I think it was maybe on the last show there aren't too many better third options in the league than Michael Porter Jr. though.
Okay,
like it's a third option. I can't think of anybody that's to the level of play that he does. He have his flaws, absolutely, but he's the third option. He's the third option, and he'll at least be a 2 option on half of the teams in the league. So I think that when you say if you take Joker off, and you take SGA off, that the Thunder are a better team. I didn't think they were a better team last year this time. If you would have taken it, like what makes you say that? Because of the result? But large part of the results are because they do have SGA, and having a player that great does help make the players around him look great. At least that's what the goal is. So I'm SGA, and I don't think anything has changed my mind or will change my mind for MVP this year.
Well, I'm going with LeBron James.
Hey, did you moan when you said that?
Whoa.
I cleared my throat. I did not moan.
Oh, I don't know if that's even better. Any better?
Okay,
so Celtics gave this game away. I'm sorry. Jeez.
Who gave the game away?
Well, that's our show. That's our show.
So as he said, there's a bunch of better third options. I would love to know who. Just out of curiosity.
I mean, Austin Reeves might have an argument, but other than Austin Reeves, I don't. Who else?
Yeah, a bunch. I'm not saying that he absolutely is. If you have somebody that I'm not thinking of, but a bunch. I don't think there's a bunch of them.
No, I don't think so either. I want to hear this. I want to hear this LeBron argument though for MVP. He has been playing phenomenal the last 10 games though.
And not only that,
he's playing really well.
He's been playing MVP first team all defense level defense.
Would you have if you had to make a top 5 MVP ladder? We know Jokic and SGA is going to be 1 and 2. You can flip flop them depending on what your criteria is. But after that, you got Tatum, you got Mitchell, and you probably got Giannis. Do you have LeBron over any of those 3?
Ooh, that's tough.
I got them all. I got everybody you just named in the same class,
including LeBron.
So
and you got Mitchell, Tatum, and Giannis in the same class with Jokic and SGA.
No.
No. It's Jokic, SGA, and then everybody
different
else.
class.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. That's a different.
Because I was about to say heavens no. I definitely.
Like that's how we coming for 2025. I'll be darned if you say that in heavens no.
Yeah, well, Tatum just wasted a 46.
Oh my goodness!
Rebound, 9 assist game.
He sure did.
And they were spanking them boys in the first half.
Yeah. Crazy. They won the first quarter and got outscored second, third, and fourth quarter.
That's insane.
And the fourth quarter was a blitz.
They better stop. I think, and I want to say, like, stop waiting to hit the switch. Don't do that if that's what you call yourself doing it.
This comment right here. There's a problem with being in playoff mode this early.
Especially when you're 40.
Especially when you're
boy. I hope he used to call it going
Mike
dark
don't
mode.
make it. Huh?
He used to call it dark mode. He better not be in dark mode now. He
Mike don't make it. Well, listen, June is a long way away from here. April and May are too. Mike don't make it. That man might want to go coast with the boy with the same face as him in the game a couple times. Shout out to Bronny.
Speaking of Bronny, well, no, that's not.
Are we gonna do that?
No.
Right.
Britne,
please don't.
Oh Lord!
They just announced that Philadelphia is shutting down Joel Embiid for the season.
Oh, okay.
How you feel?
She's so used to it.
I mean,
numb to it now.
How many games he played this season?
I'm not focused on
17.
I'm focused on the team that is good in this city.
No, you can't do that. You can't cherry pick. Are you gonna rep Philly or not, man? You supposed to be Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, Jill Scott, Philly cheesesteak, Will Smith.
Ain't
You gotta be all of those things.
Boys the Men.
Ain't
Boys
nobody.
the Men.
Music Soul Child.
Ain't
Philly
nobody
Blunt.
cherry picking. No, I'm just doing what you do from where you from. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just doing what Mel does from where he from. We don't recognize the losers around in the city, all right? Now, when they get past the second round, then we can start having conversations. But until then, I don't know. I probably watched about 3 games this year.
What do you think? I haven't been watching much Hawks basketball either because our season is next season. Like this season don't even matter no more. But what do you think they do this offseason? What is his contract looking like?
They extended.
Yes, he's making over $50 million a year for the next 3 years.
My understanding is now I don't know if this was true. I heard it. I think they said on ESPN. It probably was just an opinion thing. I'm not sure, but it's a possibility that the owner didn't want this, and Daryl Morey did it. So
that sounds.
How could that happen? though? The owner has to sign off on it. I'm sorry to interrupt.
I don't know how true. Well, not that he did. He wasn't sure about it. He wasn't sure if it was the right move. But I mean, we'll see. Look, the talent in the player. Fantastic. The talent in the player is fantastic, right? The skill is fantastic. I don't care how you feel about Joel Hines and B. Like, I don't care how you feel. When he's healthy, he's probably one of the best, if not the best, big man in the game, skill wise, right?
Yes,
not mad at all.
But he can't stay healthy, and that's the key.
Man.
You can't, and he has some of the freakiest injuries I've like. How many times did you break your face? How do you break your face? I didn't like.
He was falling.
Palsy was crazy.
He catch Bose, I guess.
That man had Bell's palsy in the middle of the season. Like, what?
Oh yeah, Bell's palsy. What I said, cerebral palsy. Lord have mercy.
Wow. Yeah, he would not be hooping with.
Yeah, he wouldn't be hooping.
He'll miss a little bit more than the rest of the season.
Yeah,
you can play football with cerebral palsy, can't you?
No.
You can't even walk half of the time.
Yeah, you can't walk right with it. I got an uncle who has that.
There's different levels of cerebral palsy.
That's true too.
There are more functional people who do have cerebral palsy.
That's true.
But anyway,
I think Antonio Brown got it.
I don't know not one.
Nah, he got something else.
No, he got something else.
He got brain palsy.
He just disrespected and offended everybody with cerebral. You need to apologize for saying that one.
No, so palsy is a thing by itself. Think about it. You got like Bell's palsy, like it.
There's a bunch of different palsies.
Yeah.
But let me ask you guys something. How many people have you guys ever met even had Bell's palsy?
I knew a dude named. Hey, what's that? It was a dude named Palsy that lived in Harrison Home. Jay, what was his name? The dude that used to turn himself in on the weekend. He had like a 30-day jail sentence, but he only did it on the weekend. And his baby mama used to drop him off. What was his name? Wasn't his name Palsy?
Man, no, his name was Paul.
Hey yo.
You for that
had a list. Did that man call that man?
So they start calling him Palsy. Palsy. He had a list.
I ain't never seen nobody get dropped off on Friday night for jail. Picked up on Sunday night, man, so he can go to work.
Oh my goodness.
That's the thing they do in North Carolina. Yeah. But
the only thing the Sixers could do is tank. I hate tanking, but I mean, what else you going to do? Because what else you going to do?
Trust the process.
If you get above the top 6 pick, it's gone. You got to trade that. So you got it's top 6 protected. Like, what else you going to do? If not, just shut everybody down and just wait till next season. See if anybody could be healthy.
How many times are you gonna do that though, Britne?
Yeah, with him before maybe cutting your losses and seeing what you could get
contracts. You got guaranteed contracts in the NBA. You're stuck right now. You're stuck.
This ain't football. Yeah, no. I mean, Daryl Morey need to go because he paid Paul George, bad move. Extended Joel Embiid, bad move. Embiid is about to make $59 million next year, $64 million the year after that, and $69 million the year after that on a player option. Like, if I got a player option for $69 million,
and I can't stay healthy either. I'm
chilling collecting my dough. Like, These are terrible, terrible contracts.
Yeah, they said
why is the PG-13 experience not working?
Because he can't stay healthy either.
Yeah, and why everybody saying
changed
that
his number
PG
from
stands
13.
for parental guidance, and you need to watch his games with a parent because his ass.
Oh. Oh.
It is.
I don't even.
That man said. That man said he's stepping away from the pod to focus on who.
I heard that, and then he had like 20. The game that he decided.
How y'all feel about that?
Oh man.
I don't think any player should have a podcast while the season is going.
So
say it again.
I don't think any player that's actively in the NBA should have a podcast during the season.
Facts, but why you feel the need to announce it? That's my problem.
Yeah, just stop doing it.
Yo, but I used to feel that way, Mel, but now that I look at it, right? One, these dudes that have podcasts, they're getting paid a lot of money to do those pods, right? And so I know you're a guy who always says, these guys should get their money, right? So one, they're getting paid a lot of money, well compensated for doing these pods. Two, they're not like the rest of us who got to cut B-roll and, do layouts, layovers and not layover, overlays, do overlays and prep topics and all that. They have stuff. Right. They got producers and whole teams to set all this up. All they got to do is agree on the topics and then sit down and do it when it comes time. So for them doing a pod is not nearly as time consuming as it is for us, smaller independent creators. So like, I used to think that way, but now I'm like,
well, it's still a distraction though. We got to go back to the standard. We just got finished talking about Kobe and Mike. We got to go back to the standard. Would Kobe and Mike have a podcast during the season?
No, but there were a lot less distractions back then though, especially during Mike's era.
I'm just saying, right now, if Mike and Kobe was playing, what we know about them, would they start a podcast and come on and talk? I mean, they're talking about stuff that, like they had such a competitive nature about them that they wanted every competitive edge and advantage, right? Yeah. You don't come on the podcast and talk like Draymond Green will come on the podcast and talk about Jordan Poole after they just played the Wizards.
Yeah, that was
weird.
Yeah.
That was
okay,
weird.
But look, but Mel though, like if you have that competitive mindset, there's nothing that's going to block you no matter what. They talk about Jordan staying out all night, partying, gambling, whatever, and then right back in the gym at 06, right? Getting his workout in. They'll tell you about Magic having shorties waiting in the locker room at halftime, getting it in, then going back out after the half and destroying people.
Oh, hold on. Well, Pontang is Pontang. I mean,
I'm just making the example that you can still be great
I get
with
it,
distractions.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, like you got to have clickable stuff for your podcast. So it behoove Draymond Green to be like, oh, the Big O said something about me. I have to say something on my podcast for clicks. So now you go out there on your podcast and insult Oscar Robertson.
Yeah.
Jordan or Kobe would never have insulted someone that came before him, especially not Oscar.
But we can't even, there's no point in even comparing
I don't
Draymond
think he insulted
Kobe, though.
I don't think he insulted
He definitely insulted him. He insulted him by talking back.
Correct. But again,
if I ask my son to do something, he can go and do it. But if he's not moving fast enough, you just insulted me. I take that as because I'm not smart. I just took offense to that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The man made an excellent point. Maybe he shouldn't have said it, but he wasn't wrong.
Go ahead.
Wait, who wasn't wrong? And who wasn't wrong in what, Jay?
I know where you're going. Go ahead, Jay.
Draymond said, look, man, this man live in Ohio and he 86. He's not watching our games at night. And he not.
But okay, but there's replays the next morning, so that's just dumb. He's 86. Man. He's not working, right? So I'm sure he's watching the replays.
Have you listened? No one's watching the
product.
product.
Drop 86 on Draymond right now.
Man, you crazy. Draymond to get Oscar work right now. Anytime before now, I give it to Oscar. But right now, it's Oscar in bed.
Oscar up. Y'all had like
Oscar in the chat right now. What you talking about?
Matter of fact, we'll take one call if it's Oscar.
Oscar, show yourself. I know you in the chat. I know you watch the show. Oscar, I appreciate you for tuning in, brother.
Yes, Oscar Brayboy. It ain't Oscar Robinson.
I told you I was gonna represent for you, man. Forget Planet of the Apes, Draymond. I'm on your side, Oscar.
Wow.
Show your face. Leave a comment.
But there's
what you
certain
want him to say?
people. There's certain people that don't even have the history or the relevance to talk back to certain people. If and I ain't gonna say MJ, I'm gonna go somebody not as popular, not as high on the rung. If daggone Patrick Ewing say, hey, big man ball sucks right now.
Right.
No big men in the league should have anything to say.
Correct.
So I get what y'all saying. I get exactly what you're saying.
Correct.
But if a big man said, hey, man, you traveled every time you touch the ball, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong, but you still can't say it.
He's wrong.
No, you can say, you just shouldn't.
You shouldn't say it. You're right. This is like you going to go tell your mom you should have breastfed me.
What?
Oh, you can't say that.
No, man.
But you're not wrong though.
Mel is wild.
No, you're not wrong. It's better to breastfeed than giving me that infant out of the can. But would you go tell your mom that?
Why you even? I don't know what to say here.
I don't even know.
Disrespect your elders, man.
I don't know where this is going.
I don't even know how to respond.
Believe it or not, as Melvin makes really wild analysis most of the time.
Hey,
that would actually
GS
land. That would land it for real,
check us, by the way he get that water from.
Wait, what?
It says somebody please check his bottle. Where Mel get that water from?
Water bottle.
But you're not wrong though, right, Jay?
Nah, yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I don't even know. Are we gonna stay on this?
I don't know. Anyway, announcement or not, I agree with Mel. You don't need to have a podcast, especially when your team is booty cheeks. So move on.
PG-13.
I mean, I agree with that too. I'm just saying there's two ways to look at it. I
Rated
don't think it's that time
PG-13.
consuming for these dudes.
Hey, man, you said the breast.
Did you just put hot sauce on your hand? Or am I bugging? Is that hot? Did you just put hot sauce on your hand and then? No, I'm tripping. Go ahead, move on.
Mind your business, lady. Knows you're going to get it too.
I know it's critical.
You on this new You on this new setup and stuff where we can see everything now. You don't want equipment.
Yeah, the new camera.
Right.
It's crystal
do
clear.
that from the money shot.
That's my
I
point.
knew he was going to bring it up.
Right. See what I'm saying?
I knew he was going to bring it up.
Look at that.
That's the wrong one. We can see what's in your nose. The other one.
Wow. I knew.
All right. Let's get to our final topic, y'all. We're gonna be done before 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's good.
Okay. All right.
Good timing, man. We might take phone calls on this one, y'all.
They asked Brandon. We also might not.
And
I'm just saying. Anytime somebody say might not is implied. That's all I'm saying, guys.
Oh my
God. Mike. There's a chance.
It should be Bronny, huh? No.
Dwyane Wade was on Jeff Teague's podcast, and he's talked about this topic before, but he didn't elaborate. He elaborated just a little bit more this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll give it another spin because we already talked about this, but it was based on what made him think it was necessary for him to form a super duper team in Miami, and how Kobe Bryant really was the driving force on why they needed to get rings now. This is what he said.
Super duper team?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. There we go.
Do you feel like it was necessary at that time? Y'all had to put a powerhouse together to be competitive at that time. Like one superstar on the team wasn't cutting it.
No.
What was your perspective on that?
No, that wasn't even the mentality. I think, did we understand when Pau Gasol? I'm sorry, Pau, because black people say Paul.
I say Paul too. Paul
yeah, black people say Paul.
Country.
It's Pau.
Yeah.
When Pau Gasol went to the Lakers, changed everything because that first of all they were cheating. Memphis just gave him away.
Yeah.
He's gonna give him the code. Like they just gave him the code. Now Marc Gasol ended up becoming a good player, but Marc Gasol was in that trade, right?
Mark wasn't no goddamn Powell at that time.
But Mark was no Powell at that time. So y'all didn't just gave him Powell. And so Kobe go get 2 championships back to back. How we gonna compete with that? So we got to do our thing, and whatever our thing is what it became to be. I remember Cole. I said this before. I remember Cole went down and grabbed that. It's a video with Cole when they win the second, when the ball goes all the way down, pretty much coming to the camera. And Cole run down, he grabbed it, he got his one hand in the air, he's smiling in the camera. I turned that fucking TV off right there. I was pissed because now Cole has 5 championships. I got one. Brian ain't got none. He is leaving us in the pack, and we competitive.
Right.
So I'm sitting there like, no, this summer got to be different. I needed some talent because I was just playing with less than average talent. And so the conversation happened. It changed everything when I got the call from Brian. I didn't think in my mind, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go play with one more superstar. Or I'm gonna go to Chicago and fit in with Derrick Rose and Lou Will and Noah and them. That was my mindset. I'm like, either we gotta get a superstar here, or I'm gonna go play with Chicago Bulls because I need to compete for championships. I want to win some. And then when Brian called and was like, yo, so what's up? And I was like, what you mean?
Y'all thoughts on the motivation being, dang, Kobe got 5 rings, LeBron got 0, I got 1. He's leaving us in the dust. Almost like we know his legacy is going to be something that's going to rival Jordan's. And if we got to catch him, we got to get rings. Maybe we need to join forces to catch Kobe. Man, what's y'all thoughts on that?
If that doesn't make you look at Kobe Bryant as the standard during that time, I don't know what could. Like, you made these dudes join forces. Like, that's Kobe would have never wanted to do anything like that. He wanted to beat you, and he was. So y'all did that. I feel like that makes it look like even if it's not, it makes it look like the cowardly way out.
Yeah,
or at least the easy way.
Easy way, at least the easy way.
You made a G today, but you did it in a sleazy way.
Sleazy way.
I also think it's interesting that when people hear this commentary from D Wade, it allows them to somehow look past LeBron's role in all this. Because if you listen to there was an episode of 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, and I talked about this on my show as well. Melo was talking about how LeBron was talking about teaming up from their rookie years in the league. So he was never about that competing. He was always about trying to team up with cats. He was talking about it from the very beginning. So yeah, D Wade might have saw this and said, damn, Kobe's lapping us. I got to figure out something. But at the same time, like, I don't like the fact that LeBron fans especially are going to hear that and they're going to say, see, it wasn't LeBron. No. Because if you notice, then he said, then LeBron called. He ain't called LeBron. LeBron called LeBron. Right. So LeBron was the one always, trying to team up and make this super team to circumvent competition from the very beginning. So either way, say again.
I said that's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, either way, I don't like it. I understand that, again, these guys are competitors. But real quick, as good as Pau Gasol was, and he was very good at his peak.
Come on, man.
What is this talk like Pau Gasol was like Olajuwon joining Kobe in LA? Have you noticed how over time that narrative has shifted? Just like they do it, just like we heard people doing it earlier tonight. Rodman is suddenly a superstar, right?
It all depends on who you're talking to.
Right.
They told me Michael Jordan had Steve Kerr had to like he had Steph Curry or something. They were like, he had Steve Kerr.
There you go. So it's just real interesting how everybody else suddenly has a super team, and everybody that joined Kobe or played with Michael Jordan was, a top 50 all-time player, because it pushes the narrative for a certain guy. But before I go down that rabbit hole, I'm gonna be quiet now.
There's two type of people, really, right? That when you are faced with greatness, there's two type of people. There's the one type that says, "Hey, I'm gonna work hard and be greater than that. I got to. He ain't gonna come show me up." And then there's the other type that says, "Hey, what's the quickest way to beat this?" You know what I'm saying? Hey, if I can't join him, let me get some other people together that we're going to be better than him. And it's no knock on either thought process, but clearly one thought process isn't the kind that you would prefer to have. Most people actually, and here's the problem. Most people actually have the second thought process. You know what I'm saying? But
that's true.
Now, in order to be great, like the quickest road to greatness, I tell kids that I coach all the time, there's no shortcut to greatness. But people in their mind believe that, hey, if I join greatness, then I by proxy will be great. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the way to get greatness. You get greatness by the work you put in. The work you put in will elevate you to greatness. Whatever you feed will grow.
Facts.
What happens if Britne? What happens if Wade and LeBron don't team up? Kobe get his 5 rings, and Wade end up with maybe 1 or 2 in his career, and LeBron end up with maybe 1 or 2. They never teamed up though.
1 or 2 rings.
Yeah. Do you think LeBron's legacy is different if he stays in Cleveland? He don't go to Miami, but he got a career kind of like Dirk, where he's competitive but can't get over the hump, and he finally gets over the hump his late in his career and get a ring or 2. Right.
I think he'll be more respected.
I think so too.
Me too.
I think it'll be a level of respect.
Because when you fight through that's commendable to me.
Right. Meaning you did everything you could, in the off season to prepare. Hopefully the coaching staff is right. I think that's the biggest piece is the coaching staff, is the system. The talent that's put around you is also very important. Understanding that LeBron is the star. Because I felt like if he would have stayed with Cleveland the first time, I felt like eventually he would have got something. When he left,
think everyone feels that way.
Right. And when he left, I was just like, and he did that whole stupid, ridiculous
decision.
Conference. He had a decision. I was just like, what are we doing? This is a mockery to me. I felt like the respect had to fall just a little bit. I didn't think he had to go that route. I mean, look,
I can't believe y'all.
What?
No one wants to be in Cleveland.
He did. He was talking about
So y'all didn't hear about how what was it, Michael Redd and
no, damn basketball. I'm talking about the city.
No. I
would you rather be in Cleveland or Miami, or Cleveland and LA?
What Joe Kim Noah said, what's so good about Cleveland? I mean, I ain't gonna take no vacation there.
No. I get it, but what I'm saying is, like, you had 2 all-star caliber players. I think it was Meta Sanford and Michael Redd, and they were both ready to sign with Cleveland. All they wanted to know from LeBron was, are you going to be here? And he was non-committal, and so they didn't sign. But the narrative is always that Cleveland didn't get this guy enough help. So this is a team that was already in position and had won 60 plus games multiple times with him. Then they tried to bring in more all-star talent, right? So they would have had a quote-unquote super team at that point, right? According to some people, they would have had a super team, right? But because he said, nah, I'm ready to get up out of here. And, to quote John Stockton, I want to take the helicopter to the top of the mountain instead of climbing it, right? He had to roll out, right? So my whole thing is, like, shout out to Sports and Fitness Rants. Let's stop the narrative and stop trying to, revise history here. So we got to keep it a buck. The point is, people were willing to come to Cleveland to play with him, but he didn't want to let them know that he was going to be there.
That's important.
I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about, man, this man was born and raised in Akron. Man, he want to get the hell up out of that shit. Like, bro. Like,
hold up.
Dude, I'm from Greenville, North Carolina. You can tell me to go play for Charlotte Hornets. Man, you better, if you don't send me to Miami right now.
I don't believe that, because I keep inviting you to Cali and you ain't came yet. One time.
I know, so I ain't came, or I came once, pause, twice.
You showed up once. Stop saying you came. You came. You showed up.
Yeah,
you showed
for
up
real.
once.
Come on, Jay. Do better.
Do better, man.
That was rough, man.
Then LeBron wasn't he claiming that he wants to bring a title to his city since the day.
Well, he did with a lot of help from the daggone NBA, but he
sure did.
He bought a title there. You gotta give him his props.
You think Adam Silver got a ring for the 2016 championship? You think he got a Cleveland ring too?
You talking to me?
Adam Silver? Y'all think he got a ring for that? I'm just saying. I just
want
want
every year.
Nah, he needs a special one for that one. But anyway, though.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. This is my thoughts on that, though. Everybody knew Kobe was the man. Everybody knew, that was the guy that at the top that they had to take down. Even the Boston Celtics big three knew that Kobe was the man and they had to take him down.
Yeah.
They knew they was tag teaming on him. He had Lamar Odom and Powell. Neither one of them close to the top 75 players.
Great players though. Great players.
You crazy. Before base, Lamar Odom.
Oh no,
no, what? No, he was nice, but he wasn't.
Good.
He was so versatile, and he was before his time.
You don't know 49 better people than Lamar Odom named Lamar. You don't.
Oh, named Lamar.
Named Lamar.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Named Lamar. You got it.
He definitely the best Lamar hooper.
Hold up.
Named Lamar. I got you.
What level we talking about? Because the low Lamar might be a fine 40. I shouldn't have said that. That's not right.
You talking about the Lamar from the Revenge of the Nerds?
Lamar
that javelin.
You got Lamar Jackson.
You got Lamar from BMF, who just
Lamar Jackson is the Lamar, but
Lamar from BMF came back from the dead.
You got Lamar. You got Wild Card Mar from
Wild Card Mar. Shout out, Mark.
Shout out IW Sports with Wild Card Mar. Shout out.
And that's it.
And that's it, man.
Yeah, I give Lamar Odom the best Lamar hooper.
There was a left-handed kid named Lamar that went to I think he went to Smith, but I cooked him. He was
turned his head. Jay turned his head like that cookie was capped.
Listen, no, he probably did cook him, but I turned my head because this man said Smith. We talking about the NBA. This man said Smith.
Lamar, you said Lamar Baller's name Lamar.
Dude, the Lamar in the NBA has to be better than the Lamar at Smith.
These are facts. These are facts. These are facts.
He gotta be.
No, these are facts. You got me. You got me there. Now you gonna be in Hollywood anytime soon.
Yeah.
You got me.
Hey, Funky Town said Kendrick Lamar.
Who would approach their? What you mean, Young? What Young talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. What
Who
that
would
means.
approach their career like what?
Everybody would approach their. Look, man.
Here we go.
Once location is better than winning, bro.
What?
A location is better than winning. There's a lot of people who want to play, who don't want to play in Cali because of the taxes. There's a lot of people who want to play in Cali because of the exposure. Like they take all that. They take all that in consideration.
I can dig it.
Let me tell you something. I would not want to live in Miami, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah,
I live in Northeast Florida, and it pisses me off every year having to do this hurricane prep and all that. I ain't trying to live in South Florida and deal with all that. Hell no.
That's part of the problem. The other problem, Bruce, is they said Cheetah had 5 babies last year.
Yeah, that's another problem with Miami, man. I got a friend that recruited out of Miami and said he barely got out of there with his marriage. And
but look, man,
I'll say this furthermore. I like my women classy, not showing all the assy.
Facts.
You remember
Facts.
that?
Yeah.
Miami.
I'm definitely
don't want to close down there.
Yeah, I like my women like I like my ice
modesty.
cream.
Want some modesty.
How's that? Vanilla?
Butter pecan.
French vanilla butter pecan chocolate deluxe.
Butter pecan Rican.
No, I don't like. No, I don't like.
Y'all
I don't like
know
Rican.
they're,
You gotta say butter pecan freaking.
You don't like you gotta say that.
You do gotta say that. Say less. I like that. Yeah.
Wu-Tang's final tour is this summer, by the way. And it's ending.
I'm gonna try to go.
Matter of
I
fact.
definitely got it. I gotta see one.
Yeah, I gotta see if there's somewhere close by that I could get to it. I never
What's sitting on me in Raleigh.
Wu-Tang, their final tour is this summer.
Wu-Tang? Hey, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with.
Yep. And Young Dirty Bastard's doing his pops parts and songs. That's pretty cool.
Oh no, that's dope.
His name is Young Dirty Bastard.
Young Dirty Bastard, yep.
Yeah,
I gotta see this live. I gotta see this live. Matter of fact,
just like him.
There's no
that was him on the
way.
TV show, on the Hulu show.
There's no way
that was him.
That was him.
A
That was
wise
Young Dirty.
man once said that you the type of hoe that don't appreciate shit, never had shit, and you ain't gonna be shit. That coochie there wouldn't satisfy hair on my body.
Treat me
Treat
like
it
a
like a
lolly.
lolly.
Treat it
Slide
like
me
a
down.
down.
This man been,
Doodle
y'all don't
brown.
know how many Mel been talking lyrics the whole
All night.
last
Yeah,
40
all night.
minutes.
Oh man.
Hey, gun in your face, like Dunlokin.
Dunlokin?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that lyric is about. Who is Dunlokin?
Not a
I
clue.
don't know who he is, or I don't know that. I don't know that man. Yeah.
We need to decipher that lyric, man.
Yeah. Do a
Gun
lyric.
in your
Yeah,
face, like Dunlokin. He thinking to himself what done provoked him. My mind was racing like a vote when I swear I saw a light bulb when he finally
June
realized
7th,
who was
Jay,
the culprit,
in
and I was
Raleigh.
like, yeah.
Mm.
Remember
Yeah,
me
I
from the fold?
Got anything in
Just
Florida? Zoe?
imagine looking like,
Let me see.
yeah, yeah.
I'm tripping, man. Let me take my last shot of water.
Yeah. All right. Now we have the
Now you're
authentic,
getting the truth, right?
yeah, the authentic truth.
Right.
That alkaline all the way up on his ass.
They got Tampa, Bruce,
Mm.
June 10th in Tampa.
Hey, you
That's
said you
it.
in Northeast Florida?
Yeah, I'm in Jacksonville, man.
Duval.
No. That's Duval.
Duval.
He said I'm just like a week.
That was good. That was it.
Duval. Well, that joint had a lot of mayonnaise and raisins in it when he said that.
Raisins.
I'm saying, if you knew you was gonna say Duval at the press conference, you couldn't like listen to a couple of renditions of it on YouTube. So when you go out there, you get it right.
Yeah.
You gonna say it like some weirdo? Like, come
That
on,
was
man.
bad. That sound like how you wake up a nerd for school. Duval. Get up, Duval.
I'm ready for school. I'm ready for school.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Black Dynamite. Grant Hill was nasty. He was definitely it's a real shame he got hurt and didn't properly
And
recover.
not only was Grant Hill nasty, he also drunk Sprite.
He did drink
Hill
Sprite.
drinks.
Grant Hill drinks Sprite.
Let's get through these super chats before we end the show, y'all.
All right, we go through all of them.
Yeah, Nino Action Jackson.
That's my man right there. Nino
said, so are the Suns a super team? Who wants to answer that one?
Absolutely not. They super underperforming, super garbage.
Yeah.
They meet the criteria to be a super team.
They tried, but it didn't work.
But yeah, Bradley Beal is not. He's not a superstar as much.
Yeah,
as
he's not a
underperforming.
They do have
are
two
can't be
superstars.
figured.
So my definition of a super team is 3 superstars in their prime. They do have 2 superstars, but only one is in their prime. Kevin
They got
Durant is a superstar past his prime. Bradley Beal was never a superstar.
Right, but he got a superstar
Grayson
contract.
Allen is a superstar. Grayson Allen is a superstar.
Yeah.
Sure he is. Salute MDS, Man Down Sports, for those who didn't know. Thoughts on Tim Hardaway going on /checking Gil's Arena /crew on his show about the old school. I
enjoyed it, but he didn't let it last long enough. He could have gone into more detail about that.
I don't know.
He did like a quick 5 minutes, and I was
He took it easy on him. He should have.
Yeah, he could have really cooked him, and he didn't. I didn't like that.
You excellent use of the slash.
It would have been better if I said / or /. That's /.
That's /.
That's /.
Correct.
George, the truth hurts $5. Mitchell
has
has to be in the conversation.
Gotta be talking about MVP. Yeah, and I think
he's like probably if you got a top 5, maybe he's 5 in that argument somewhere in there.
Yeah,
I think Giannis ahead of him. Obviously SGA is the favorite. A lot of people are gonna have Jokic ahead of him. But yeah,
I got him 4. I'm close to you, Bruce. I got him 4. I got him ahead of Giannis though.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean Giannis comes out the gate slow.
So much better?
Yeah, I mean he's leading the team to the #1 record in the league, and when they face off against the other top teams, he performs and they
he had
win.
41 a night.
That's true. Yeah, he had 41 a night. He sure did.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't be.
I'm not mad. Okay.
If they would have gave SGA his MVP last year, I wouldn't be mad if he would have won it this year.
If he got it last year, you wouldn't be mad if he didn't win it this year. Is that what you're saying?
No, if they would have gave SGA the MVP that he deserved last year, I wouldn't be mad if Mitchell won it this year.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Granny in the group chat, not the group chat, but in the not the Cash App either.
No,
Man,
super chat.
Water is crazy. In the
super
super chat,
Yes,
once
he is.
again, because he got us earlier. Here he is with a $20 super
Granny
chat.
showed love out here.
Y'all
So
are making
Granny is
my
a him?
I was going to say the same thing.
I just said Granny showed love. That's all I said. I didn't.
You know what? Jay's 2024, so let's
Wait, Granny can be grandma or grandpa.
Oh yeah, my bad. 2025.
She's
Right?
Nah,
Okay.
Grandpa
Yeah,
is a
that's my
gramps.
bedtime.
Yeah,
They can be grand though. They both grands.
No, grands
Come
is
on,
something
man.
different than granny.
Nobody calls grandpops granny. Nobody does.
No one
Granny is definitely the female term.
Nah, what we gonna do when Mel becomes a grandfather? We're gonna call him Granny.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I don't think Man Down Mel gonna be going for that.
No, well, I already got a nickname, and it's not, it's Diff. So I mean, they call me Diff.
We're about to cut it. We got to get out of here.
Oh,
This
no,
man is diabolical right now.
Okay, Granny's a woman.
Granny's
All
a
right,
woman. She just said I am old. So we appreciate you. That the
Thank you
second
for
time.
clarifying for
I'm a
us.
woman.
Thank you, man.
Yo, that's Rob Parker's drop on the
Rob
cover.
Parker's drop.
I'm a woman. I had a glizzy in my mouth. That's his other one.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's his other drop. They play that all the time. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Oh snap! You remember when Kwame Brown mama gave us that $2 super chat?
Kwame Brown
Gio,
mom's restaurant?
$2 super chat in the house. Mel margarita with the tahini.
I thought it was 99 cents.
That's what's up.
It is tahini.
Yo,
It
what's the
makes water taste
tahini?
better.
What is that? What's tahini?
It's like
that's
Hispanic.
Okay, I got you. I know what it is. Yeah.
You know what? Never mind. It's really not what I said at all. I'm sorry, guys.
I know what you're talking about now.
I heard what you said, but I don't think everybody else did. But that's a good thing. It's 2:41, y'all.
That's what I thought it was for real.
All right. Anything? Hey, Zoe, you gonna have to add them super chats up and tell me how much it is because I can't count right now. So.
Oh, it's definitely not alkaline water for real. Okay.
That ain't alkaline water.
It is alkaline water. No, it is alkaline water.
It is a clear substance, but it's not alkaline water.
No, it's definitely alkaline. What if it wasn't alkaline water? Would I do this?
Would you drink it?
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't.
If it was alkaline water, would you need tahini with it?
I don't partake, so I couldn't tell you.
It's a preference.
Ah, okay. You got every right. You can't say nothing about nobody's preference. You got you.
Yo.
Hey, wait. $10 super chat, Gio. I was showing my wife the live, and she thought Jay's beard was a mask.
Crispy wisdom. Crispy wisdom.
He just called him the Ancient of Days.
Wow, that's crispy wisdom.
I never heard crispy wisdom.
First of all, how she thought it was fake, like she thought it was a mask.
That's real. I don't even know.
Hey, so your beard is the mask they wear to rob banks.
You got shiesty beard.
Wow.
God,
Hey,
that's
listen,
funny.
listen, man. That fresh shape up on that salt and no pepper
with them crispy braids. The braids with the shape up. She thought it was fake. She thought you could peel that beard off.
Now that's homegrown salt right there. All the pepper left in the beard, man. Goodness.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
All right, man. Anybody got anything to say before we get out of here?
Hey, hold on. Time out. The callback, yo. I love the callback. Remember I said it was 70.
That's 70-30.
That's 90-10 right there.
90-10 is diabolical, and it's probably closer to 90-10. I thought it was 50-50. I thought it was 50-50.
Nah. It ain't been 50-50 for a couple of years, but that's 70-20, boy. That look like snow outside.
Damn.
70-20. What's the last 10%?
70-20.
Did I just say 70-20?
You definitely did.
I meant 90-10.
She said, man, wait, you meant 90-10 and said 70-20?
Oh.
Take the Mexican center dust from that nigga.
Yeah. Get the put the tahine down, sir. Step away from the tahine. Step away from the tahine, bro.
Oh, man, that's too funny, man.
Yo, wow.
And center dust is amazing too, by the way, guys.
Man, super chat still coming in, man. They don't want us to end the show.
Yeah, they showing love.
Stunning,
the stunning.
Britne. And the
hold on, guys, you got to spell it right.
I was about to ask who's Britne.
That's Pat Mahomes' wife.
Is that her name for real?
Yeah, it is Britne Mahomes. Sure is.
Hey, you know what? I'll take 85-15. Know your boy. But you've been spelling my name wrong all day, man. It's J-A, no Y, just the I.
Why we talk about names, huh?
Yeah. I was gonna let them have it. Pause. But let them have it. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
Zoe got the super chats on a good night, boy. What y'all better show out?
Hey, look, and then it came back with the J-A-Y.
Right, I got the poor man super chat. Hold up, we gotta have a conversation.
No, don't do that. Don't disrespect the audience like that. They showed out for you that night.
They did. They started coming through once they knew it, and the crazy part, they didn't know it was me. They knew it was Britne, and they started cashing out.
Hold up, really? For real, Mel?
What?
For real? Because you be the first one. You the first one to disrespect somebody on a super chat.
No, that's not true, man. That's not true, man.
Oh,
we was happy when Kwame Brown Mama gave us that 99 cents.
You said there was like 99 cents. Don't do that.
I said thank you. I said thank you for the 99-cent super
After
chat.
we convince you to say it, don't do that.
Is 99 super though? Is that a super chat?
Is that a super team?
Is that a super team?
That's a regular chat. That's an old chat.
Oh,
no, we're appreciative of any and everything.
Absolutely.
Hey,
they broke the code, y'all. They broke the code. We weren't gonna say nothing.
I ain't say it.
They figured it out.
I ain't say it.
Oh, who gonna read it?
I ain't gonna read it.
Figured it out.
Because Chris was in the
and
chat
Dom
earlier.
on a date?
Well,
oh man!
According to the comments,
what money?
Chris, is Chris still in the chat? He was in here earlier.
Hey, I'm not the only one drinking, y'all. How do you
Britt, go ahead and spell your name for them.
No, not spell.
How do you spell your name?
Smell
How
it.
do you smell your name?
Oh, he let
through the
me
nose.
Win.
Okay,
Get
right.
him out of here.
Wow, Chris drinking that sports tea.
Somebody said Chris drinking that sports. Hey, Dom and Chris, these are in the comments.
Oh, right.
These are in the comments. This is not.
Oh, that's funny. Wow.
Hey, somebody said Mel did cap on the $2 he sent that one time. George, the truth hurts.
Oh man, I appreciate everything, man. Like I said, man, y'all helped me buy this Sony camera right here, man. Y'all got me off this webcam. Do you know what it's like to be on a webcam? Look at that.
I'm on a webcam right now, bro.
That does not look as good as this Sony right here. This Sony is so. Oh man, I appreciate the members and everybody who super chatted, man, because this is
It's
fine piece of
BRIT
and
NE
with a
spicy E with the little hat. It's E with a hat on.
It's called an
Nah, I like to put that the little.
It's tilted like a T.I. hat
right there.
Like T.I.
That's not that one. Nah, you talking about that?
Nah, I like to put that one up there.
Yeah.
Time out.
Axon City. I think
How
that's what it's
Mel just disrespect all of our. Well, I don't know what Zoe and Jay got.
I got a webcam too.
He got a webcam.
I got a webcam too, but look, my joint, 1080p.
Yeah,
Mel got money, don't know how to act.
He done upgraded his facilities, and now hey, just like he was crapping on everybody for the 99-cent super chat. Now he killing the webcams.
I'm about to start setting them cameras all around here.
Hey man,
next week y'all gonna have a braid. I'm gonna have a braid camera. It's just gonna be on my braid.
Oh man, that's too funny, man. Y'all was tripping. Man.
I'm good with mine.
Oh,
I
man,
get
y'all
you
good?
picture on picture and stuff too, man. show y'all how I work the middle.
Them fingers look like the breakfast sausages that be in the pack already cooked.
Hey, these fingers was made to caress, right? So these are
them fingers was made for mittens.
No, these are limited. These are limited editions, straight from heaven. These hands only went to about 4 people. I think Moses got them, and I think Michael the Archangel got these hands.
So in my assessment, I'm right because you need to lotion them.
No, I don't need to lotion them, man. No.
What you call it out there? You forgot the 4th person, Bubbles the chimp.
Michael Jackson monkey.
No.
He got those hands. Okay. All right. This has the makings to turn into an uncut version. I don't know where we going. Either version they gonna strike down. Like, let's get out of here.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We almost did 3 hours, man. We appreciate all the super chats. We appreciate the members for being members, all the new people that joined the show, everybody who stuck from the beginning to end, everybody who hit the like button. This is not the last opportunity. You can actually hit the like button right now. So definitely hit the like button on your way out if you didn't know it on your way in. Don't forget Underdog, play, pick them, support the show by playing Underdog and putting your pickers in there, right? Also go and support my dog Bruce over there at the Format Podcast, and Britne at Sideline Speaks, and Jay at Kingdom Come, and then my boy Zoe, not at Bird Dog, but
Bird's Eye View.
Where's it? Bird's Eye View. Yeah. All of that. And then we'll be back on next Friday. Catch my solo show on either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Just depends on.
We gotta go.
It just depends on how the wind blows, man.
Who says that?
It just depends, man.
You really got to catch it. You don't know when it's coming. You really got to catch it.
You got to be subscribed, baby. You got to be subscribed.
Oh my gosh.
I will be drinking the finest alkaline water, boiled and refried beans. And then that's all. We'll catch y'all next week, man. Peace.